Welcome back to Undying Wins, Session 5, Time as a Predator. Last session, the group did some things and explored some dungeon. They are still stuck in this strange pyramid set beneath a conglomerate establishment, and they are trying to find their way throughout it, really just kind of seeking. Last session, they found what was called a Gygaxian key, and it opened a golden door, which was perplexing them from before. Past that point, I leave the table to you. You are currently not standing where it's showing you on the map. I'm going to go ahead and just change that real quick. You are actually standing in the stairwell. That would be at the base of the first stairwell. If you go up the stairwell, you'd go back to the entryway or the first level. And then there's the west and the east. West leading back to the laboratory, and east leading past the golden doors.
Cool.
Maybe.
So,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, so is someone going to go first, or we're all going to stand here like a bunch of jackasses?
If it needs scouting out, I can go.
Please.
Bullet
Yeah, but Ren
proceeds.
should do investigating, right?
Who was the one holding the Gygaxian key when you opened it?
It was, I believe, actually Yen Lauren.
All right. So as Valette tries to pass the threshold of the door, you feel blocked, and you can actually see her kind of moving against what appears to be, every time she touches that area, kind of a goldish, kind of brass door. When Yen Lauren kind of steps forward in response to this, the door dissipates, Valette, which basically allows you to traverse. Yen
Alright.
Lauren kind of looks to you guys and says, "It looks like I have to go, and I'd rather not go alone. If we're going this way, we should all go."
Yes.
Yep. It was good. Well,
Okay.
what
This
type
in
of
no
marching
way
order do you
will
guys
be
want to
our-
go in?
I mean,
I'll lead the way if no one else wants to. I can be a
I'll go
shield.
after you.
I'll be somewhere in the middle. So hopefully they don't jump out and kill me.
Okay. So you guys are traversing and heading into this area. Okay. When you pass the threshold, it's a short hallway that leads into kind of a, as I mentioned last time, kind of a broken up hall. It's about, I'd say, 10-foot walk or wide hall that you're walking through. And it leads up to what appears to be kind of an open, or it's actually a 20-foot wide passageway, I apologize. An open, kind of higher ceilinged area. And it comes to kind of like a cliff edge, or not a cliff edge, kind of like a ledge would be the best word to kind of describe it. The ledge has a kind of a bridge, stone bridge, kind of coming out from the ledge over, I'd say the distance of 5, 10, 30 or so feet to another ledge that looks like it's broken and cracked, and it's set down about 2 or 3 feet from the ledge's edge. About 20 feet down, there is a floor that you can see, and what appears to be a staircase. At the top of that staircase that leads up right adjacent to the bridge, you see an individual standing there, looking in your direction, just kind of blankly staring in your direction. He appears to be wearing kind of a bluish-looking garb that's very similar to the heavy cloak and attire of the lemon caps or the City Watch. He is wearing a lemon cap, and his face and head and skin are all obscured with like heavy gloves that are set inside of his heavy cloak, and he's wearing some sort of strange mask. His eyes are kind of a purplish color glass, but you can't see the eyes behind the glass, and set in the mouth area appears to be kind of like a breathing apparatus, what you would guess. Very similar in kind to a gas mask from like the World War II era. if you're trying to get a visual. And this individual looks like this.
Valette loosens her sword in her sheath, has her shield at the ready. And is he a threat?
He's kind of staring at you blankly. It doesn't look like he's reacted or responded. As you're kind of sitting there and asking that question, you see him kind of turn, spin around, and walk away from you, moving at a speed of about 20 feet or so per 6 seconds, you'd guess. Just kind of an idle, brisk walking path. As he moves, the room kind of echoes a bit, and you can actually hear yourself echoing back to yourself, so it's not likely he didn't hear you, if he could hear you. But you can also hear that he seems to be kind of making kind of a sound that sounds like liquid kind of coursing. Like, if you've ever been on a waterbed, it's very similar to that kind of sound.
His name is Squisher.
We seek the Holy Grail.
Valette straight up like has sword in hand now, ready to go as needed, but like cautiously like shield up in sort of a defensive posture and sort of looks back, and if people sort of like nod, then Valette follows.
Okay.
Only if the group says let's go.
As you guys are sitting there continuing your discourse, you can see the individual kind of move back to the end of the steps and stop.
So he's at the end of the steps on our side, right?
Mm-hmm.
On our side of the bridge.
Yeah.
Why don't we just
Let me go ahead
get
and
up there?
I'll go ahead and pull you onto the map real quick. Hold on a second here.
Yeah, that'd be good.
There you go. Do you see?
As soon as I find it, I will. Mine's all black.
Bottom left corner.
It's all black. I see.
I see it.
Token is. It's
I
right
see it.
there.
It's just very dark.
Oh,
I
have
don't.
the
I don't
numbers
think
over
it
my
has
head.
normal light.
Right.
Yeah, nope. It's all black for me. I see my token and that's it.
Let me try and fix it. Hold on.
Black.
Sam, I assume you
Oh,
kind
now I
of
see.
lit some kind of torch or something because you can't see, it's pitch black in here. No one else had a light source, so I'll just say that that's the case.
I mean, I also have dark vision with the mask, but sure.
Oh, right.
I can-
Why is that not?
So do I.
Why is that not on the token? Oh, they're older tokens. I get it. Fixing.
Also, Valette should have dark vision too, because I let her borrow my other mask.
Fixing. Sorry. I think I pulled these from
Okay.
older tokens. And again, I apologize. You have hit point totals again.
It's okay. They're not as big as they were before.
I'll like get over close to Ren. And Ren, do you think we should just walk up there like we own the place?
While the DM tries to fix the situation, and also while you guys are sitting there talking amongst yourselves in character, the individual walks south.
John, real quick, in this getup, is that like a drop off down to where the stairs are?
Correct.
Okay, so we'd have to drop down and then walk up the stairs.
Correct.
Cool. All right.
Hello?
Or you can jump
Hello,
onto
Sam?
the ledge there and walk across.
Okay, that's what Valette will do, and she'll.
So, like I
To
said,
say, Sam wants. Oh wait. Sorry.
apologies. The drop is 20 feet. The stairs ascend 10 feet. Stop for a second. Back up. The stairs ascend 10 feet. And the walkway, it's down about 5 feet, but it goes across. So you see how there's like a ledge on the other side? It's about 10 feet. So the bridge actually goes up a bit. Does that make sense? It kind of arcs up to that point.
Okay.
Okay. Are you walking up the steps and heading over in that direction?
Yeah, and I'll like drop down on the step onto the stairs when it seems like
You
reasonable to.
hear the individual moving basically in the same direction, like it's heading back to that same point at the top of the steps. Do you try and stop and move away, or do you just advance?
I will stay right here as
Yeah.
I hear him coming back.
Also,
Okay.
Sam's trying to say like hello to the guy as he's walking around. I'm guessing he does not respond.
He does not respond.
That's what I thought. Right.
All right. If you hold there for a second and wait, you watch as the individual walks away from you and moves over to here.
Maybe we should
Do you
move now.
think-
You've
Well, I
been
was gonna
spending
say,
a bit of
isn't
time
that-
watching him. Apologies, sorry to cut you off again, Matt. But you've been watching him. Every 30 seconds, he starts walking, is what you're noticing.
It's
Yeah,
still
I was
quite
gonna say,
dark
do you
for
think
me,
he's, like,
FYI.
a robot? I mean, it's still quite dark. It's just dark vision, I think. But yeah, do you think he's like on a schedule or a program or like he's automated?
Your sight's correct, Andy. No changes.
Okay.
I think we should just move over, but somebody else might have a good idea.
I don't have any first level spell slots anymore. Huh.
That sucks.
Blood, are you doing anything while you're standing there?
I mean, I was planning on it, but I don't have any first level spell slots anymore. Oh, actually, you know what? No, I have an idea. Where generally, what, like, is there a specific spot? Sorry, on, like, sorry, how far did he come towards us again?
As you're sitting there waiting and watching, you see him walk over and stop right at the steps.
Okay, can I, like, minor illusion something in the direction that he had gone before?
Sure.
Like, make a box looking like thing or something like that?
Yeah. Perfectly fine. Do you do that?
Yeah, I'm going to minor illusion, like, a box. He went south, right?
He went south,
First
yep.
time.
Is the next time. So basically he goes south, and then he goes to middle, and then he goes east, and then he goes to middle, and then he goes south, and then he goes to middle. Correct.
Yeah, I'm just going to, like, put something in his path.
Okay. You see him walk past it, seeming to disregard it entirely, back into wherever he went before.
Yeah, I somehow think that he's, like, not human or humanoid. Or I think he's a robot.
It wouldn't be surprising.
I'm going to move forward a little bit.
Okay. Brox,
Um,
did you climb down the ledge? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Okay. When you get down there, you can see that underneath the bridge to the north, there appears to be a passageway that leads away from this shenanigans.
Like right under Sam and
Yeah, right under Sam and Gilbert. Yep.
oh, there's some tunnel down.
And as he kind of yells up at you, you guys hear him, some kind of tunnel, some kind of tunnel, some kind of tunnel, some kind of tunnel, some kind of tunnel.
I don't
Echo.
believe you.
It
John,
doesn't-
I'll attempt to climb up the sledge.
Okay. Yeah, quick and easy. You can just slide across. As you're doing so, you see the individual kind of walking over in that direction. And he kind of comes to a point where he stops. It'd actually be right about here. And when he gets to that position, you see his eyes kind of move in your direction. And his hands drop from his sides. And it looks like they start filling, like his gloves start filling with liquid. And his like sleeves are kind of like dropped down so that his hands are touching the stone. And as he kind of like is looking in your direction, you can hear that sound kind of swelling up from him. Do you want to move away from him into the hallway up there, or do you want to set yourself for a possible defense? Or retreat back the way you came?
Villette says something's happening and takes the dodge action.
All right. You guys watch as the thing unnaturally leaps out towards Villette and brings both of its fists which appear to be moving with like a fluid-like nature down onto Valette. 1 second.
Yay!
Not good.
She'll be fine.
Molly,
Like,
you!
100 damage.
Get over here, you bad cat. Get in there.
Oh, we short rested, so I have action search back.
You bad cat.
We short rested?
Tricks are for kids.
I don't know. I have it marked
No.
as if I
You long
still have action
rested,
surge.
but you didn't use action surge when you went into the second engagement with the rakes.
Ah, that's why I have it. Cool.
Right.
I like that.
All right. Is he attacking him? Her?
Oh yeah.
Should we roll initiative?
It did it very quickly,
Or what?
so it counts as a surprise action. Because again, you haven't seen it do anything. 24 and 22.
So does my
Oh, your
so
dodge.
that I did take the dodge action, but
Oh,
I'm
I know.
guessing he's
yeah, that's
yeah
what
he's
I'm,
still hit.
Yeah, I'm giving you the
Yeah,
numbers.
lay on the damage, John. Let's see how bad this thing is.
So it'll be 15 points of
And
damage for the
what?
first attack. 6 of it is real damage. 9 of it is acid damage.
Okay, I don't think that means anything to me.
Just making
I
sure
take
you're
full
aware,
damage.
and I'll describe what happens after. And then
Okay.
it'll be 17 points of damage for the second attack.
Okay.
Jesus.
The
Cool,
bulk,
cool.
the bulk of that being acid again. And then your armor reduces by 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
Isn't your armor permanent, Tim?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Wait. Oh, sorry. You're not wearing armor. You're upsuited, right?
No, he just is armor.
Okay.
My composite plating, it's part of my body.
Trying to think of what I'm going to do here on a ruling for that. I'm going to say it's still a...
for till the next long rest.
Or you could say my shield's ruined.
Yeah, your shield. Let's go with that.
All right,
Cool.
because that's not a part of my body.
And it's not magical. Good deal. Yep. So is it at 0 now? It's not... Yeah, so your shield is basically obliterated by the acid. Basically, as it hits you, its fists kind of hit you like water noodles and kind of splash out this kind of weird, kind of dark black liquid that kind of splatters all over your shield. The first bash kind of slams into you, and you feel the shield kind of crack underneath it, and your arm kind of like get blasted by the first shot. The second one, you kind of lift your shield and realize that it's melting on your arm as you get it up. And the next one like slams into it, and you watch as it blasts through it and hits you square in the chest, kind of causing you to back up a bit. All right. At that point, we'll go to an initiative board.
So I think that's a bad thing.
I think I agree.
Hey,
Don't
crit.
like it.
Hey, a number.
Do we
So,
have any of the potions of greater healing left?
No,
I don't think so.
we do not.
Okay.
Last
John,
one was
I've got a
used to
question.
bring somebody back to life, if I recall correctly. Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah. Are we its mommy?
Gain inspiration. God damn it. One of the best episodes of Doctor Who.
Seriously.
Anyways, but no. This is taken from
Okay.
a slightly more obscure source for inspiration, to be sure. Okay, Sam. It looks like you got the highest on the docket. This individual appears dead set and focused on Valette. Make a Wisdom Arcana check.
I mean, Brox is the first one, but sure, Wisdom Arcana, I can do that.
Oh, yeah, Brox is 18 AC, or 18 Dex. Never mind. Apologies. Go ahead and throw yours. I'll tell you what happens, but Broxgar, you get to go first. Count stairs upwards as difficult terrain.
Can I see it over the ledge?
Yeah, you can see him. I'd say he has a little bit of cover from his high because he's at a high point. Okay, the bolt hits and kind of sets inside of the weird armor, or not armor, but like clothing he's wearing. Doesn't seem to go through.
All right, I'll do it again.
Okay, that one does.
Have some 6 damage.
Valette, you watch the first one kind of hit and kind of stick in the armor, or this weird. It almost looks like leather. You don't know what the material that is set underneath the heavy cloak or the gloves or what have you. Real life equivalent. It's rubber, kind of. The next one kind of hits and it seems to lance through. When it does, you see a little bit of this black liquid start to ooze out of the wound.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and okay. Any movement from you, Brock? So you staying in position?
Can I use my whole movement action to climb back up the wall?
25 speed. You'd be about halfway with an athletics check.
I will start that. Sweet.
You're about halfway. The ledge here, it's very coarse stone, and the stone's actually kind of falling apart. As you can see, like there's bits and broken parts. It looks like this place has suffered a lot of smashing and like seismic activity. As a dwarf, you recognize that there's been a lot of like tremors or trauma here. That said, Sam, as you kind of look at it, you realize that it didn't engage with anyone or Valette until Valette was within 20 feet of it. You have a presumption that if no one is within 20 feet of it, it may not operate.
Okay. Also, I got a 13, not a 23. So I'm like Valette's next. Then then Ren. Then me. I'm at the end.
Change yours. Why is there 2 of you? Oh, it added another token.
Yeah, I don't know why it added another token.
Okay, hold on.
Because I rolled a 13 for initiative.
So, Valette, are you on a 22 for reals?
Yes, I rolled a 20.
You're up.
All right.
Oh my gosh, we rolled in the order that we got initiative. Sorry, I just found it cool.
That is cool. That is very cool.
I will. I mean, I've recognized that Shisa, something happened to my health. It disappeared. We'll figure that out later. Valette will disengage and 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay. Once you breach around the walls and kind of get to the other side, everyone else who's watching this creature kind of watches its hands kind of go normal and kind of back to normal shape, and it kind of just stands there. All right. Yen Lauren will go. He kind of is just watching the situation and is aware of certain facts, and he kind of looks at it, just waiting for others to act, because I'm not going to act with him if you guys aren't going to act. Go ahead, Lord Kurgosler.
All right. I would look over at Ren, who's standing behind me, and be like, should we attack him or just try to go around him? Because it looks like he may not attack us now.
Why don't you hold your action? I'm going to try to find out more about it.
Okay, I'll hold a Ray of Frost. If it...
That would be a ready in action, yeah.
I'll ready in action to Ray of Frost it if it, looks like it's going to attack somebody.
Okay. Are you real?
Like might be able to move around.
Are you real deal on 13, Andy?
Yeah, my... yeah, I am 13.18, yeah.
Okay, sure. I'm trying to... For some reason, there's duplicates.
Yeah. I'm going to try my insightful fighting feat to try to find out more about it, like I was telling Gilbert.
Okay. No need to roll. It's not contested because it will not contest. So yeah, you kind of key into it and realize exactly what I was about to tell Sam. When Valette got within 20 feet range of it, it appears to have operated only at that point. Before then, it doesn't seem to have noticed anybody was present, sound or sight.
And then after the engagement and people are away 20 feet, it goes back to normal?
So far, it seems to be in the same operative stance. It hasn't jumped back into its cycle, but it does appear to be not acting.
Okay, so in other words, it doesn't like appear that once we activate it, it's going to go into a different mode and alert someone, or is it going to go back to its normal routine?
Yeah, so far.
That's what it appears like. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it does appear like.
Okay, so I would mention that to the others and suggest that we try to find a way around it rather than fighting it, looking at what it did to Valette.
All right, let's go north first then, since we can all head up that direction and then catch up with. That can catch up with us. So we'll have to jump down here, right? We'd have to go down here.
Correct.
Are we out of initiative yet?
It just depends. Sam, it's your up. You reveal the facts. Do you want to drop out? Are you wanting to get out of it?
I actually want to experiment really quickly.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to move. However, I am going to, again, cast Minor Illusion. However, instead of a image, I am going to cast a sound, like footsteps, right over here.
It doesn't seem to have any effect on the creature. It then, on its initiative, it kind of like, turns around and looks back towards the ground. And then you see its legs kind of like just buckle underneath it, and its body just kind of like down back into its position at the top of the steps.
So it's basically a sentinel or a sentry of some sort, and we just need to get out of here and move around it unless we want to fight a hard creature.
Something like blind sight. Are there any loose pieces of gravel around me?
Yeah, lots of that. But that said, Broxgar, if we're sticking around trying to operate with it, I'm going to continue in the initiative order. Broxgar, what would you like to do?
I'll just finish climbing to the top and hear that they're talking about jumping down, and then I'll plop my ass down on.
All that work, I just gotta go right back down. Valette, you make it to the other side.
How hard?
You've kind of migrated. This is a staircase down, and from what you can tell, you've got 60 foot. It looks like there's kind of another landing here. And the passageway that leads underneath the bridge from the main chamber kind of snakes around to underneath another bridge, which is to your northwest. It looks like there's another stairway down on the northeast, a large pillar in the center at the edge of the ledge there, and lots of broken stone. It looks like a lot of, you don't know for sure, but the ledge here looks like it's actually fallen away and kind of like comes down in a bit of a ramp.
Okay. And, sorry, but I didn't hear any fighting or anything going on. Like, you
would have seen the bolts fired, then you would have ran away, and then you would have heard basically just them talking.
Okay.
And the acoustics are pretty amazing. So, like, even if they were trying to whisper conversation, which I don't think they said they were, you're able to hear them pretty clearly.
Okay. So it seems like things are not necessarily in dire need of my assistance, so long as we keep our distance.
Okay.
I'll just do some more exploring.
We'll go ahead and cut out of... if that's the case, we'll stay in it then. All right, Valette moves that way. Kind of looks around the corner there. Stairway down. Yep. Bear with me here.
Oh, fun.
You see another one kind of stop there, looking in your direction.
I dash back if I can.
As you're about to dash back, you see it start to turn, and then it's invisible to you because you're back around the corner. Do you want to peek out and see what it's doing?
like I start to see it turn as I'm heading over.
Mm-hmm.
I peek back real quick.
It seems to be heading south.
Okay. So as long as I'm out of its line of sight, it leaves me alone. But if I get too close, it pounces. Okay. I will. I'll dash.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. I presume everyone's trying to go for the don't get messed up by these guys. That's fine. Go ahead,
Definitely.
Sam. You said you were gonna throw a pebble into its radius, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like if it's got some sort of like tremor sense or blind sense.
Tink, 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 tink. The rock hits the ground near him. It doesn't seem to cause him any alert.
Okay.
He turns around and starts walking back that way. So yeah, 30-second intervals in this movement. It looks like this one on the south side is apparently kind of focused on this specific area. And it looks like an easy path for you to kind of elude its gaze is just to head underneath the bridge and head north, if that's the goal you want to. But it does look like, from what you can see, that there are 2 rooms south that it seems to be protecting, perhaps. And from what you can see from your vantage point, Villette, if you come around that corner, you might be able to see that inside of those rooms, there appears to be 2 chests. One appears to be octagonal shaped. The other one appears to be normal, traditional treasure chest shaped.
What's in the box?
Right?
Right?
I'll be right back.
I don't believe him.
I know
Well,
somebody
that
who's
rejoins
probably
the group.
really wondering what's
Okay.
in the box. That'd be Ren.
You cautiously wait for it to move, and then you rush back down the ledge, slide down onto the bridge, and rush down and across. Perfect.
And I let them know that I spotted another one back around the corner, and it seems like they might have rough idea of like how this place may be shaped. They could have overlapping patrol.
I wonder if it's possible to kill one of them if we shoot it from a ranged, shoot it from a distance. If we could possibly knock one out of service, or if we just have to try to avoid them.
Do you want to try?
What do you think?
Yeah,
No, I'm
something
asking
tells
Ren.
me if we're aggressive towards them, they're going to probably be aggressive in return.
Yep.
Do we
That's
have a
just-
cardboard box?
You know, I left my last cardboard box at home.
Gain inspiration. Because,
Hey guys, John's in a good mood. Try
Yeah.
to gain inspiration.
but no, literally, like the entire thing here is Metal Gear for sure.
Well, we should do something, guys, not just stand around. Should we want to head up north, or under the bridge and up that way, and see if we can find anything, and then we can come back and do this part later.
Agreed.
I mean, yeah, I honestly think we can come back to this door later if we want to take a look at, other things.
Oh no, I meant go up like this way.
Oh, like
under
go
the
up north
bridge.
this way.
Yeah, and look
I mean, we could do
around,
that.
and we
Yep.
could try to avoid those things.
Makes sense.
How far down of a jump is it from here?
20 feet.
20
If you
feet?
want to crawl down.
Yeah, I'm going to...
But like I said, the walls are pretty fucked up, so they make for good footholds and climb handholds. The DC to climb these, by the way, is only athletics check DC 10.
Yeah, I'm going to try to climb down
Okay.
to the side, I guess. Sure.
Yeah.
Athletics check. Hey,
Okay.
I actually succeeded that.
You climb down, stand next to Gilbert.
Sure.
All right, guys, let's head up this way.
Same.
We'll have to
I'll do the same.
quickly.
Okay. You can actually drop down and make an acrobatics check if you prefer.
I would much prefer to make an acrobatic check.
Yeah,
That's
because
way cooler.
there's the
Way
acrobatics check to ignore falling damage.
Lovely, 18.
Yeah, more than enough. All right, and then you guys are going to head north.
Yupper.
So the ceiling actually gets a lot higher as you kind of come into this chamber. It appears that the ceiling might be some 50 or so feet above your heads, whereas in the last chamber it might have been 30. But that also might be because you're at a lower vantage point. You're kind of coming, 20 foot below. You're not sure, but it definitely feels more open. You can hear a squisher kind of to the northeast, and if you guys come around the corner there, you will see him. He is kind of migrating. It looks like around that main chamber there. I'd say he'd probably move right about there by the time you guys kind of move in. That said, there's a bridge above you, a ledge above you. The ledge is about 10 feet high off the ground. And this is where Valette kind of came out from. And then there's a bridge that traverses all the way across, and it kind of rises up as it does so. So the ledge on the north side, instead of being 10 feet, is 20 feet high. From what you can tell, though, specifically Broxgar, is it looks like there's quite a bit of wreckage on the north east side of that ledge, and you're pretty sure there's probably easier climbing on that side of the landing on the north side than on the facing that you're looking at.
Yep. So let's head north then.
Sounds good.
While they head north, John, can I start ritual casting something?
What would you like to ritual cast?
I want to ritual cast Unseen Servant in in the Squisher over here's path.
Okay. Yeah, perfectly fine.
I just want to figure out as much as I can about these things.
So the Squisher's path over here, it seems to enter into the hallway here and make a double move down it, then come back, stop at this point, and then move up to this point. And obviously you guys are taking the time to stop, wait, and watch, and then move, right?
Sure, of course.
Yeah.
To get its pattern.
Timing it so that
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this a coffin up here, John, or is it just rubble?
It is indeed, and it does look like it's been offset from its position. It looks like it was kind of centered inside of like a upraised kind of almost artistic kind of platform in the center there. But because the rubble's been kind of broken out on the north east facing of it, it's kind of fallen down a little bit in that direction. It appears to have
I'd like to investigate it. Yeah.
It appears to have two bronze like locks on the side. It looks like it's probably human-sized, and it's made entirely out of bronze as well. It looks like the bronze handles are actually finished a little bit nicer, whereas the casket itself has a bit of a patina to it.
I would like to check it if it's trapped, and then see if it's locked.
It is not trapped on initial inspection, and it is locked.
I would like to try to unlock it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a Thieves' Tools Dexterity.
John, also the Tensor's floating disc that I stuck, that's where...
Yeah, that'll be the
I want
Unseen.
the Unseen Servant.
So when it appears, nothing happens.
Right. I want it so that when the guy passes, the Unseen Servant taps it on the shoulder.
Okay. Yeah. It is tapped. You do see kind of like a roiling in the outer exterior of the thing, the rubber layer, but it doesn't seem to take notice.
I think my browser closed. Oh, but I rolled. Am I out of?
27. You got a 27. Sorry.
Yeah, I got a 27.
So
Yeah, you are at a roll.
All right.
You rolled a 27.
Yeah, I'm gonna boot it back up. But
you watch him pull
Go
out
ahead.
his tools, move to the side, kind of do some work. You hear a click. He moves to the other side because there's a secondary lock. Does some work, click, and then it seems that he's able to move the casket's lid up and down. And you're opening it, right?
It's not trapped. Yeah, I'm gonna carefully open it because I'm afraid that there might be something icky inside.
Dead body, very fine-looking regalia, cloak, crown, gloves. Look like they're made out of moleskin. and very fine-looking green-colored boots. Looks like they're dyed that color, but it looks like they are more made of like a very thick kind of almost probably bovine leather, and very fine-looking jerkin underneath his robes, as well as pantaloons that are also really nice.
Okay, so looking at the clothing, would I be able to know something about historical stuff that would help me identify
A lot of bright
him?
colors, a lot of just very kind of over the
Like
top.
Janarin?
Yes.
Okay. I'm especially interested in the boots.
Okay.
If I take those,
Yeah. Do you pull them away and you pull the entire foot out? It appears that the
that's so sad.
skeletal foot kind of stays inside. You kind of shake out the bones. But yeah, you have a pair of green boots.
Okay. I'll put them in my bag and check them out later.
Okay.
I would point out what's inside to the others in case they find anything of interest.
Buddhist man, you hear her? I'm from Broxcar. As you're rifling through a dead man's shit.
Yeah, I know, Brox, but I'm a rogue.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take anything from a dead man. That's kind of bad luck.
Is it? We loot dead bodies all the time, Gilbert. What are you talking about?
What else was in?
But
What
we
else was
killed
in there?
those dead bodies. They weren't laid to rest.
He's wearing a
What
crown.
else was in there? Crown.
From the top down, crown, cloak, kind of more of a cape, really. Very fine-looking robes underneath. A jerkin set underneath the robes. Looks like it's kind of made out of a very sturdy-looking leather. Very fine leather boots, which have been taken. A pair of pantaloons, and some jewelry. I didn't mention the jewelry before, but he would have
You
it.
didn't know.
Also, after I got done with the unseen servant experiment, I would have tried to get over there without upsetting the
Sure, not a
squishy.
problem.
Because you're a greedy bu-
Well, I'm intrigued by the crown. I mean, you know what happened last time one of my characters.
I know, right? You were superb.
Okay. The crown's made out of bronze. It's kind of set with garnets, and set kind of around the garnets, kind of almost in a very zodiac-like pattern. 12 gemstones set around each garnet are what appear to be zirconians.
All right, who wants to know how much of this crap is actually magical and how much of it we should leave here?
I would like to know about the boots, that's for sure.
If you give me 10 minutes, I can tell you if they're magical or not.
Sure.
Going to detect magic, ritual casting.
You sit there and kind of start casting your spell, and as you do, you finalize it, and the boots glow. He's kind of holding them out there. They do glow. There appears to be a charm that he's kind of wearing loosely in his robes that glows. Like it looked like it was part of the robes when you kind of first look at it, but it's like a fastening clip or something. And then that's it.
Right, grab the rope, rest this crap.
Okay.
Oh, wait, there's gemstones in the crown. I'm going to grab the crown.
Yep. The garnets that are set in it look like they're probably worth about 25 gold pieces apiece. And each one of the zirconians, which there'd be a total of 48, are worth about a gold apiece.
So you're not able to identify the nature of the magic, just that it's magic.
The crown as a whole,
Yeah, right now I'm just detecting magic.
the crown as a whole, you might be able to sell for 150.
Awesome. Shove that in my bag.
All right. Broxcar looks on, shaking his head.
I'll hop down and I'm perched up. I'm leaning against the wall, just shaking my head. It's all right, though.
Somebody grab the cloak.
Again, it's not the whole robe. It just seems to be a charm set on the robe, kind of like a fastener or something.
Fine.
The robe doesn't glow.
Just grab
The charm.
the fastener and we should be good.
Okay. All right.
I can identify them later, Andy. I just don't want to.
Sure.
take 20.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The Squisher continues its pursuit. I mean, just moving back and forth, back and forth.
So I guess we want to wait until we understand its pattern and then move in such a way that we're always more than 20 feet.
Okay, so this is one point it stops. This is another point it stops, and then it
When
recycles
it
back.
stops at that point,
Okay.
when it stops at this point up here, I want to get within 30 feet of it. And is it magical, or does it have magical things on it?
Oh, back up a bit. If you want to be within 30, you're within 20 right now.
Oh,
Yeah, 20 is
Sorry.
bad.
That's fine.
within 30 feet.
Yeah, I getcha. You cast detect magic, and it doesn't appear to be magical.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Of course, looking at Valette, she doesn't appear to be magical either.
Well, yeah, but this thing might not necessarily be exactly like Valette.
No, fair enough. I'm just making sure that you're aware that detect magic kind of they are magical, but they don't glow because they're living magical.
Yeah, right. I wasn't sure if it was like, again, just being
It's fine.
just being curious.
Can you tell me the path again?
So this is one endpoint, then it moves to here, straight down. Then it moves to here. Then it seems to move further down. Then it moves back to this position. Then it moves back to position here. And then it moves back up to the top. 30 seconds in between each movement.
So I think we need to get here. And then we need to get as close as possible to here. And then when it goes, we can get past it. Does that sound right?
Are we trying to go this direction?
We're trying to go to the east.
Okay, well then we can wait till it moves off that direction and then head here. We're gonna have to move pretty quickly, and we don't know what we're getting ourselves into. But I'm all right with it.
So 30 seconds, that gives us plenty of time.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear you.
Sorry, can we climb the rubble over on this side?
Yeah, or when you're up on the coffin ledge, you can walk across the bridge to the other side.
Oh,
Oh.
let's do that then.
Okay, then yeah, do that.
Yeah, it kind of scales down, but you can traverse over it. Okay, and then once you're to this side, I want to know what precisely the move. Okay, I'm gonna go through the walk cycle again, and you guys are saying that you want to be like right here and ready to move down the steps to the east, right when it's at its high point, right?
So I'm at 25 right here, folks. You don't want to get any closer than this.
I say we send Mr. Keen Eyes first.
I have pretty well. I think Gilbert's probably faster, but it doesn't matter. When it goes up here, we have ample time to go across. We could just do a dash.
You don't want to scout it out first. You want to hold it.
Oh, I can go first.
Yeah, when he's up here, we can head down that direction. Let's just do it.
Is that okay? Do we need to tell you more than that, John?
So when it's on the north portion of its movement, that's when
We're
you
gonna
want to
move. Yeah, we're gonna move from west to east. Yeah, and
Okay.
I'm gonna go first, sort of check things out.
Okay. And at that point, okay, perfect. So if you move to that position, you should be able to see the steps off to the east, right? Looks like
I
it's
do.
a staircase that heads downward. And it's about 10 feet from the ledge that you would come down to. Okay? There's a passageway that is on the south side. And from the description that Valette gave you, there appears to be another squisher that's performing its route there. You don't see
Wow.
it.
Okay.
But if you want to wait for it, you can. The problem is the other one behind you will also follow.
Right. So oh boy, this is really crappy. So I'm gonna tell the others to hold. Like I'm gonna look back and hold, and then I'm gonna dash forward to the steps on the east. Hopefully, maybe how about this? How about north and east to stay as far away in case it comes. You know what I mean?
Okay. So at your current position at the bottom of the steps, you're dropping down? Or
So
you're moving there? Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm a little confused. I want to move to the north.
Real quick. Let me just explain some things real quick because I don't think you're getting the three-dimensionality of it all.
I'm not. No.
Okay. You are on a staircase right now. Okay. At the bottom of the staircase is a platform, as you can see. 10 feet down from it is the passageway that the squisher from the north end was walking down. You watched it do it. If you go to the top of the steps, you are now 20 feet above the ground. Okay? That the squisher walks past.
Right.
Okay? And you'd be with your friends back where they are. Now,
Right.
from what you've been told by Valette, there is another one. And apparently, it's over to your east. And it's on the ledge. She saw it when it was on the ledge, and when she saw it, it headed south. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can't see a single thing, but it sounds fascinating.
All right.
Right. Okay. So I guess I'm just gonna.
And
So if, where I am right here, go ahead.
Another quick note, just real quick. Valette, when you came over to here and looked down the stairs,
Yeah.
you weren't really paying attention to the north end, and you never saw the other one, the one that you had a problem with just a minute ago. You weren't looking over this way, but it didn't seem to notice you either.
Interesting.
For some reason, possibly because you were 20 feet off the ground.
Valette shares her verticality observations with in relation to their line of sight. I believe that height, they don't have much vertical vision, more just horizontal. That one that we've been observing for a while didn't seem to notice me when I was on this ledge.
Yeah,
Good to know.
doesn't seem to notice much.
Okay. Ren, if you're just sitting there for a little bit, you will hear that the
What?
one to the north end is going to head back in your direction. It will stop
This
there.
is not what I want.
Or it will stop
Anything.
there. And then you'll also see that a shadow kind of appears from the other end. Stopping.
Where?
Oh, no, it should be over one, but yeah, right there. And
Oh,
are you
shit.
standing still or are you moving?
So, if I see it,
Easy question.
I'm gonna move back one
Okay.
one pop.
As you kind of like are starting to step, you do notice that its head's kind of turning in your direction, but as you kind of reach away from it, it kind of stops and moves back into its sluggish, kind of walking candor.
Oh, good. So I'm gonna. Oh shit! This sucks really hard.
Do you wait there or do you move back to your group?
So tell me again. If I go here to the north, it is then how many feet down?
20 or so feet, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to jump down,
Okay.
climb down.
Sure. Either or.
Okay. So now I am 20 feet below the one to my east.
No, you are 10 feet below because you are at the halfway point of the steps. Probably about 12 feet, actually. This is 20 feet. The top of the steps.
Okay.
This is 10 feet.
So the here is the same as the.
Yeah. So, no. The stairs go down to this ledge that you just jumped off of. That's 10 feet above the ground you are now on. Does everybody else understand?
No.
Not.
Yeah, I do. These are stairs right below you.
Right.
Andy?
But
There's stairs leading down from where we. So we're 20 foot higher than what this ledge is down.
right. But when I move, let's say when I move,
Okay.
how far away am I going to be from him?
Real quick, I got the easiest way to explain it. See where Valette is?
Yes.
Valette is 20 feet off of the ground level. Okay? If she moves down the steps, she's 10 feet off the ground level. And Ren is currently on the ground level. Do you understand?
Yes.
That's what I'm explaining to you. So you are now 20 feet beneath Valette and 10 feet beneath the squisher that you just saw pop out over here.
Got it.
But if you hug the
have
wall,
problems with vertical perception.
I'm not good with this. Yeah. So anyway, if I hug the wall, what are you saying, Joe?
I don't think he'll see you because Follette was just around the corner and he didn't get it.
I will try that.
Okay.
Hug the wall and move past.
Are you moving forward then?
Yep.
As Ren starts to do so, you guys watch as the squisher's head turns in that direction, and its
No,
fists
bad idea. His head's turning.
start to fill. Ren, do you run back or do you stay where you're at?
I run back. I'm not
Okay.
stupid.
Once you
Well,
get
I
back,
can't. Can I run forward?
you could.
We could wait. Don't do.
I'm gonna run forward more than 20 feet away.
Okay, you're heading to the steps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too
second,
fast.
The second you get there, everyone else will realize that the squisher in the path there will move to here. And the squisher that is up on the top ledge will move to here. But you can see down, and you can see that the squisher is down there. As Gilbert steps out onto the steps in front of you for a second, you see the squisher stop and kind of turn back and look. And then as Gilbert retreats back to his position, up 20 feet up, it turns back to its normal walking canter.
John, as a quick question, when the one started looking at Ren and the other one was still moving, did the other one do anything?
Did nothing.
No.
Nothing changed.
Okay.
So I think that's the way to do it. Then I think I'm safe as long as there's not another one to the east.
Yeah, we gotta wait for a gap.
All right. You guys are waiting?
Sure.
All right. As you wait, the squisher moves down the way and stops before getting to its full circuit and looks down towards the steps. Its fists start to fill. Do you wish to continue down the steps by yourself? Or...
Yes.
All right. As
Yes.
you head down the steps, you feel this very strange sensation come over you. And, yeah.
You die. You
You head down the steps. I'll go ahead and get back to you here in a second. Just know that I'm sure your first question would be, after 30 seconds, can I go back up? The answer to that question is no. And I'll explain to you why in a bit.
Oh boy.
All right.
You
I
set
didn't
up
hear
a
that.
doomsday device.
The rest of you hear Ren kind of rushing down steps. Again, it's not quiet down here, but the squisher does finish its circuit, moving to here, and it stops.
Maybe we should rush down there then, so we're together.
I mean, he'll be back in a minute. It'll be fine.
No, I'm not coming back.
Maybe not.
Well, we don't know that.
We don't
It's
know
true.
that.
It's true.
That's where we're trying to go, though, right? Maybe we should all head down there then.
Well, at the very least, I think we shouldn't be isolated. I can go ahead if you'd like, or someone
No,
else.
I'll go with you. I think we should stay together, as many people as possible.
So it won't be too hard to sort out how you need to move past it to follow Ren. Is that the goal?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Sam rolls his eyes, but sure, everyone
Alright.
else can go that way.
So you're in the lair for a couple more seconds than everyone else, Ren. So I'll explain what you see when you get there. You see a staircase that descends down. After you pass a certain point, you hear a shing, and you turn and look behind you and see arcane glyphs. It appears to be a 7-pointed star. 3 of the points appear to have circles at their tips, and each of those circles has a strange rune set inside of it. In the center of the circle, or in the center of the stars, is a larger circle with a bunch of arcane writing in it. It appears to be made out of magical energy. If you kind of look back to it, you also notice that there's a glimmer of green energy on either side of the glyph and kind of permeating throughout this glyph floating in the air. You're not sure what that means, but it appears that it's solid.
But there's no creature in the middle of it like before. There was
Right.
one of those. Okay. I don't know anything about this magic, so I'm just going to wait.
The staircase descends down to a 30-foot wide chamber that kind of has like a semicircle at the end. On the far side opposite you of the steps, there's a double door. But set in between you and the double door is a large magical glyph circle around a staircase descending down. It appears a very similar kind of glow emanates in the center portion of the circle that you're looking down upon, but the external portion of the circle kind of glows with like a eerie bluish white.
So one was green and one is bluish white. Okay.
Shortly thereafter, you hear the magic glyph behind you kind of dissipate for just a nuance as everyone passes through it, and everyone witnesses the glyph reascend as you pass by it, not noticing that it was there until you've traversed beyond it. And you should be on a new map.
Yeah, we're on a new map.
And it's black for me.
Ooh.
So,
Let me give you eyes again.
Yeah.
Hold on. Sorry.
Looks good to me.
am I the only one that's seeing the like giant glowing glyph thing?
No.
I don't see a giant glowing glyph.
It's real, Sam. What does it say?
I know it's real. I'm just making sure that it's not. Never mind.
He still has detect. He still has detect magic up.
Yeah, I can still see things that other people can't.
Oh, I just thought it was conspiracy theory stuff, so you know.
No. This is me being like, is anyone else seeing this, or am I the only one? And are we? Oh shit! You're going to die. Can I try to figure out entirely what the runes are doing?
Sure. Yeah, you can make a intelligence arcana check to kind of try and determine what's going on here.
Can Lauren help him?
Yeah, Lauren is currently not available to do that, but
It does not matter. It's 24.
yeah. That said, looking at the glyphs, you're going to realize a couple of facts off of the glyphs behind you. It appears to be a wall of force that's activated in turn when someone passes beyond the barrier. It looks like it's keyed, though. Looks like there's a specific item or device or something that allows you to pass out of it. You do not appear to have that item. And the floor ones, the glyphs on the outside are kind of obscure to you. You don't realize what they are. They look like they're more ceremonial than anything else. You're not sure. But the glyphs in the center that appear to be over and around the staircase appear to be very similar to the ones that you just walked through. A block, but it appears to be a block downwards.
Fun.
So, are you saying it appears that the glyphs block downward passage? Is that what you're saying?
Or if you pass through them, heading out of the steps up into this room, you'd be sealed in just like you were sealed in when you entered in through the stairway.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I really just love this place so much, you guys. We should come here more often.
There's also a
Much
door
fun.
to the south that appears to be just kind of set in the wall. Small, easily missed.
Where's the door?
I can't
There?
ping, but yeah.
Ah, okay. Oh, what is this? This is like steps down.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So let's check out the door.
I guess let's check the
There's
door
also
first.
there's also the door just opposite you as well.
I concur.
The big double door just opposite you.
But we can't get there without going through the glyph.
You can't get off of the steps without touching any of the glyphs,
Yeah, we're kind of.
unless you hop
Oh, we
over,
can't jump down.
unless you hop over the railing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess you could do that if you wanted.
Yeah, what if
I
you
did.
like
Up parkour, something.
or if he Dukes of Hazards, like jumps over and slides.
Slide over top of the General Lee or whatever it's called.
An option as well, I
Yeah, the
suppose.
General Lee. Oh boy, that's hilarious.
I know.
So you're going to
Generally an old show.
you're going to that door as well. So if you move over to it, you'll recognize that it does appear to be locked.
Okay.
And yeah, what would you like to do?
I'd like to investigate it for traps.
Make an investigation check.
I'd like to punch it.
19.
On initial detection, it doesn't appear to be any traps on it. It doesn't appear to be trapped.
I'm feeling so good about this. That's okay. So
I love sowing doubt. It's the best part.
I know you're so good at it
Because
too.
you metagame Munchkin.
Ren is pretty confident in his abilities, so he's going to then check to see if the door is locked.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
It's a mimic.
I
Oh,
rolled
that'd be awesome.
an 11. Anybody want to give me inspiration?
I don't have it.
No, I kind of want to see what happens.
Sam.
What? Last time I needed inspiration, I didn't have it.
I have 28 health and I'm down 2 AC.
I gave you my inspiration. I don't give a fuck, dog.
Thanks, Joe.
Oh,
All right, 22.
yeah.
All right, so you evade it. You watch as the glyphs closest to you streak lightning that arcs straight towards you and the door, causing you to relinquish your handhold on the door and checking it for anything, and slam into the door. Doesn't seem to leave any indentation or darkening. It just seems to kind of to be a conduit for the lightning energy that's pulsing out of the magical runes. This would be the runes that appeared to be ceremonial to Sam.
Wow, thank you, Joe. So that must be a pretty high DC.
It was probably at 20 to find it.
Yeah, I'm going to get to 20.
Damn it.
It was exactly a 20 to find it.
You
So-
chatted that.
No. Missing a skill check by 1 is now an Andy.
That's right.
Oh.
Andy did. That's not Chad. It's only Monster with Chad.
This
It's
is
an
how you,
honor.
this is how you hopefully start new trends, and hopefully he fails more
Yeah.
checks by
You
what?
Andy did.
I hope not.
I mean, I know you hope not.
Okay.
I mean, it could just be confirmation bias, too, after a while.
It could be, yeah.
All right.
Well, if we always call it an Andy, then it just adds to it, even if we do it more often.
Agreed.
So-
Yeah.
So now you can get the door open, though, right?
That door's not opening, sorry.
Yeah, no, I don't think we should try, getting lightning bolted again. Unless you want to, Gilbert. If you really want to volunteer to try to open that door, we won't stop you.
The glyphs that
No, I
discharge
thought
the
he already
magical
had.
energy, they don't appear to be stopping their glow.
Yeah.
All right, she'll try another one then.
Is there a way to dispel the magic of the glyph?
I was actually
Possibility.
just going to say, can I try to dispel magic on the glyph? But,
You'll have to make a check.
yeah, I know that I'll have to make a check. I'm just, you know what, screw it. I'm going to try to dispel magic, sure.
I'm going to stand
This
back.
is just a straight intelligence check, right?
Yeah, I believe that's right.
I could click it for you if you want to know what dispel magic does.
Yeah,
I know
please.
what dispel magic does.
Just so I can read it, that's fine.
Yeah.
I got it.
Should just be
I just
DCs.
did it.
10 plus the spells level. Okay.
So, hopefully this works. If it doesn't, I blame Steven. I'm going to use my inspiration for that 23.
Okay.
Wah,
Ooh,
wah.
nice.
If you do, utilize your inspiration. You watch as the glyphs kind of power down. Make an Arcana check real quick. Intelligence or Wisdom Arcana, please.
Wisdom Arcana. Okay. It says insight, but 23. It says insight, but that's only because I don't have wisdom.
Fair.
Wisdom or intelligence.
Right. I get what you mean. That said, you're very keen and observant to note that the leveling of spells here doesn't appear to be regular. It doesn't appear to be a leveled spell. It appears to be a higher than leveled spell, meaning that if there is a 9th level being the capstone for the most powerful magic you're aware of, this is above that. So as you watch the magic dissipate, you realize that this temporary dispelling is limited because the magic that appears to be present here is beyond your ability. Yes, it's dispelled. No, it will not remain dispelled permanently. These glyphs appear to be permanent.
Right. Open the door fast.
We got to go in there quick now.
And with that check, too, you'll also note that it's probably going to be dissipated. The magic of the lightning glyphs, specifically, for 1 hour.
1 hour, quick.
Let's go.
You go first, Sam.
I'll go
The
second,
door's
man.
still locked.
And that was,
Colette tries the door.
real quick, that was specifically the thing you were focusing on. As you dispel it, you do notice that there appear to be other effects present that have not been dispelled. Mainly the one that you are aware of, prospectively, that weird force wall that generates when you enter into the place.
Oh, I was trying to get the lightning gone.
No, I know. That's why the lightning's gone. But what I'm telling you is there
Okay.
appear to be, now that you've seen it and have basically manipulated it, you're aware that there are a lot more things present in the
Gotcha.
glyph ring. It's not just ceremonial.
Okay. Right.
Colette tries the door.
The door's locked.
Colette tries to unlock the
locked.
door. with her thieves' tools.
Okay.
Is that dexterity?
Yeah.
All
Let's
right.
roll thieves' tools.
22.
Nice.
Bear with me here.
You get shocked with electricity.
Just check. I need to check the DC on a
It is
specific
28 points of damage.
spell.
You lose 5 strength and 5
Guys.
con.
It's a spell that locked the door, and even with inspiration, I bet I'd only Andy it.
Oh, maybe.
So soon, Tim. So soon.
You said you got a 22?
22, yes.
The door unlocks. You watch.
Yay!
You watch as you kind of are picking at it. You can feel this strain, and you start to see this white energy kind of appear around the lock and glow in kind of like a key-like shape. And as you're kind of messing with it, you feel like there's a restraint against it, the key not being present. So you just kind of force a couple picks in and kind of turn harder using your upper body strength to kind of like lean into it. And then you hear a loud and you hear a and steam starts to come out of the lock. The key symbol that was kind of present there dissipates as well. Sam, as you see it dissipate, you recognize that the spell Arcane Lock was cast on that door.
Cool.
The door
Too bad I
opens.
don't know knock.
Let's go in
I
there.
cautiously step inside.
Okay, sorry, I'm trying to make
No,
it not be a door
Cautiously
anymore.
follow him. It
All
was
right.
actually just a trap.
It's a 15-foot hallway. Across from you, you see another door. If you enter into the hallway into the center point, you can see that it forks. It's basically you're entering into a T, left and right. It would seem that the left and right paths descend down about 5 feet. The one to the east looks like it heads to a door. The one to the west looks like it heads to a door, but the door is not set against the wall that you'd be looking at. It's set in a door to your right, looking in that direction. Also, its descent is about 10 feet, not 5.
But straight.
Another door.
Oh, okay. There's doors galores.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Kina.
But
I believe you may be best suited to survey these doors for possible danger.
I'm gonna get
Ooh,
Ren in here.
Ooh. My browser dropped again.
Oh no. His
It's pissing me
browser-
off.
So that's what we're gonna say if like you're in the middle of something and your browser drops, you've been Andied.
Everything is
No,
just
that's-
Andy.
Actually, if suddenly someone stops responding, that's a Kevin, I think.
Yeah.
That did happen to me. You're right. That did happen.
Well, let me tell.
Oh, I couldn't hear you.
So, are you inspecting the door to the south then?
I don't know.
Do it.
Because you're not.
I
you're not
need
in
to
browser,
wait.
right?
I'm working on that. Yeah, just give me 30 seconds. If you want to roll for me, you can.
I'm gonna try. I don't know. I'm also lagging a bit.
Can we try to deceive these doors or persuade them to open?
Yeah, sure.
It's not working. It's not high enough.
You needed a 17, Kevin.
I know. I'm not persuasive enough.
Stand by. Almost there.
Survival?
I'll just wait for you to do it.
I'm gonna survival check these doors just for the fun of it. For the people at home, I just rolled an 11. Not the best roll ever.
No, not really.
It's not. I'd do better trying to insight.
I'm really bad. I rolled a 1, a failure.
Okay.
Oh well.
Yeah, there don't appear to be any traps on this door.
Awesome. So there's no traps. Sam, open it up.
Wait, Sam's way in the back. That would be. The
That's okay, because I'm kind of
If you
kinda
say
looks
that,
with-
I go outside because last time you were confident in your abilities.
Okay.
I'm not so confident anymore because I got burned.
Well, go ahead and move yourself there to the door. You're backing away. You said something about Sam opening it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go Sam.
Sam ain't opening up shit. It's not
Is
Sam's
Ren
job.
is Ren reluctant to open the door?
I don't know why Ren would be, but apparently
you
the
wouldn't know
player
you
knows he
failed.
rolled a bad check.
Fine, I'll open the freaking door.
I'll
Alright.
heal you if you die.
Okay.
You
Okay.
have a robot
Go ahead
that
and-
will basically follow order, just so you know.
Move yourself adjacent
Yeah.
to the door.
I am.
He is now.
Alright. The second he does, start to pick the
Oh.
door behind Gilbert shuts.
Oh, shit. We're
You guys
stuck in here
watch
now.
as a glyph on the ceiling above you at the center point of the chamber detonates.
Oh.
The hall that you're
It's
in
not
and the
good.
hall that you are kind of adjacent to fills with green mist.
It's a healing mist.
Yeah.
I didn't not there.
Trust me, guys. It's a healing mist.
So Sam's outside of this area, right?
Yeah, the door's shut. It's just Gilbert and Ren.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Ren, come here. Come here, Ren. I can get us on the other side of
And
that
I
door if
apologize,
we
my
have
computer's lagging, but I'm trying to tell you what to do next.
Like,
That's fine.
Get next to me, Ren.
gotta say, it was a smart idea of me leaving that chamber.
Yeah, we may have to dimension door out of here. But I'm, gonna see what
I'm
happens.
nearby.
Yep, you're next to
Well-
me now. Good.
Don't you have to
Oh my
see your
God.
destination for Dimension Door?
No, you
I
just
was
have to
reading
be
it.
familiar
You can
with
say I
it.
want to move 5
Oh,
feet north,
nice.
and you can do it. The problem is if somebody ends up being there, then you have to get shunted back. So if you guys want to screw us, you could put like a bunch of stuff in that spot.
Okay, to be fair, if you've been there, you can literally put yourself in some spot in the room.
You're right. That's what it says. It's some spot
So-
that you know in your brain.
Constitution saving
you,
throw.
You know generally where we were.
Right. I know where
From
you
the
were.
two-
I'm
the
just
two of
moving
you.
Around.
No.
Con saving throw, please.
Con saving throw. Too bad you're not a
17.
paladin.
It was
That's
an
a
18.
good roll. That's pretty good.
It was an 18. Damn
Let's
it.
see what I can roll. On con. Con is not my strength.
7.
Oh, 7's not so hot.
Okay, so you both will fail. And you'll take.
It's gonna hurt.
Yeah, probably.
100 points of damage.
No,
Curious if it's
So
poison.
this is not an effect that could be evaded.
It's
It's only
Constitution
99.
saving throw, not
Oh,
dex.
maybe not.
Probably like what, like? Sounds like poison gas.
You
poison
guys
gas or some sort of
take
acid.
That's what I want to do sometimes.
0 points of damage.
22 points of damage.
Oh god.
I thought it was 22 points.
22 points
healed.
of poison damage. And, yeah, it appears that the entire room is filled with these vapors that are basically kind of filling out from that rune bursting. That said, are you grabbing a hold of Ren and casting Dimension Door very first thing afterwards?
I'm dying, yells Ren.
I was thinking about it, but now
Okay.
I'm thinking.
Do it.
Well, you're starting your
Can
turn.
I tell if this?
You're starting your turn,
Huh?
Gilbert. So I need you to make
Uh-huh.
another Constitution saving throw.
Gilbert, do
Alright.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait a minute, it's my turn. I gotta roll my con.
At
save
the
and
start
all
of your
this
turn,
fun
I need
stuff.
another con saving
With-
throw.
Okay, now what are the chances of rolling bad twice in a row? I'm asking people this. Let's just
It
say.
was a 7. I failed with a 17, Gilbert.
I just got a 13 and a 21, but the 21 was second.
Do you want to spend an inspiration?
I don't have inspiration.
Does it
I'll
really
give
matter?
you inspiration to save your butt. So you take half damage.
I could probably survive another hit, but you can give me that.
My inspiration's gone. You got the 21.
Okay.
All right, I got the 21.
So you'll take 14 for the half poison damage.
Okay, 14. So I have 15 hit points left for. The
Yep, you would have been
11.
down.
Yeah, I would have been down.
Get us out of here, Gilbert.
When
I
the
will. It's my turn. Can I cast Dimension Door now?
Yep, and the door still should be open, so you can go ahead and retreat back. That's fine.
Oh, the door's open. Then I don't have to.
No. I'm saying that on the roll 20 purposes, it's still effectively open.
Oh, okay.
In game, the door is shut. Yeah.
Yes. So we'll Dimension Door back to here then. So, ouch, that hurt. Damn. Why does that always happen to us, guys? What are we doing wrong here?
We're
Ouch.
in a giant dungeon full of traps and enemies. I think that's what we're doing wrong.
Maybe. Well, does anybody want me to heal them or? Do
Yes.
Okay, because I got this real nice thing, the ability to cast Prayer of Healing, which takes 10 minutes, but it's a decent heal for everybody. So there's only 3 of us hurt, right?
I'm pretty low.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I'm still down some hit points, so
Oh,
it
okay.
wouldn't be bad for me to.
You'll be
down-
fine. You'll be
I'm down-
fine.
well,
Okay,
Yeah,
I have
that's
like
good to
half
know.
the hit points that you do.
all right. Prayer of Healing.
Oh, apologies. I forgot to mention one thing. Those of you who were outside of the door when the trap was set, the runes on the ground, the bluish colored, like ghosty runes, spun and seemed to have counterspun on the interior. So they're in the same position, kind of, but they just kind of moved and oscillated. Once the door is shut, Valette, you kind of look to the lock. It doesn't appear to be unlocked.
Right. Let's try the other door, maybe.
Or we
Well-
could try unlocking it again. Hey, everybody who's down heals 15 hit points because of Prayer of Healing.
Thank
So-
you,
Thank
Gilbert.
you.
That's very helpful.
Yeah, that's pretty nice, actually, I gotta say.
Yeah, so we've got like 45 minutes left on this thing being down, so I prefer we investigate and try to get our asses out of here before, like lightning bolt comes back out of nowhere. I'm just saying, I'd rather not
Yeah.
get my ass fried today.
Yeah, ass and fries are not good.
Another thing you might be kind of puzzling together, and I just want to make sure you're aware of it, Matt. You remember what you were looking for the mage ear, right?
What I was looking for the mage here.
Not specifically you, but everybody was kind of looking for something for the mage ear. He kind of appeared to you guys and asked for you to find something for him,
Right.
and he would totally be cool with you. Do you remember what he asked for?
Let me check my notes. 'Cause
What was the
I
question?
do not.
What was when you guys had that conversation with the apparition that was Kurgosler, the mage ear, the blue gnome? He asked you to find him something and bring it to him. And some of you made some assumptions about what it might be. Do you remember what the item was?
No, I don't.
Remember, there may be inspiration in it for you.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, let me look at my notes.
Unfortunately-
Fuck.
Unfortunately, I think because of the fact that I generally have an attitude of fuck the mage ear, I intentionally didn't write down the notes because Sam wouldn't give a damn.
I'm going to give you about 40 or so seconds to see if you can't find it. And yeah, there might be inspiration on the line here. But if you guys
Yeah,
don't
I don't
find
think
it,
I have it on mine.
no worries.
Yeah, I do not.
I have down in my notes that Sarah was killed by the Addams brothers.
Joe is definitely hard
That
tracking
is
his
so
notes right
old.
now. It's not that old because it happened during the first. Or
No,
the-
no. What Gilbert said. That's so.
Get the horse, get purified.
Too far back.
Yeah, it's not the horse.
That's from March.
Was it a book?
No. It was a clock.
Right.
But what were the assumptions that you made about that clock?
Aha.
There was an assumption you made about that clock when they explained it to you. A specific assumption. I just want to make sure that's still on the top of your head. If not, that's fine. We'll just continue
That
on.
controls-
No, put it back there. You know,
There's
put it back on top of that.
There's obviously a very powerful spellcaster that's responsible for the traps here. A very powerful.
Is it a Cardiff clock?
A very
Ooh.
powerful.
As I said, it controls
Spellcaster.
time.
Yes.
But the clock was. It doesn't. I don't know if it controls time. This is just magic. I'm just saying. You guys made an assumption when you brought it out when it was discussed. You thought it was a Lich's phylactery. A very powerful spellcaster.
I do not remember that, but I will take your word for that.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
That's a dog.
And then, is that also why you're saying if we were following the other game, we'd have some very interesting implications for this one?
Perhaps.
So that other mage ear.
That other mage ear.
Ooh,
May-
Kurgosler's trying to hold something over him. Nice.
Mayhaps. We'll see. What do you guys do from here?
Wait,
I'm first. The other door.
I I have a crazy question for you guys. Now, maybe I'm just not getting this. Is the reason we got trapped once we got in there is because the door wasn't unlocked, or was it because it wasn't dispelled enough?
It's because he rolled.
Like,
Wait,
we wouldn't
no.
know what he rolled, but we would know it wasn't unlocked properly.
I missed the initial question. Say again.
I was just saying, I wonder if that door, if we got trapped when we got in there, if it was because it wasn't unlocked properly, and maybe we could try it again. And actually, I think there's 3 people in our party that can unlock doors with thieves' tools, Valette and Rance. So one of us could assist the other, which would give us advantage, and we'd be able to do a better job at it if it's that hard of a lock.
I'm willing to try again. I'm sure Ren is better at it.
I am probably better at it.
If one of us assisted him, though, it would make it easier for him.
Yeah,
We have 3 people that can actually do it.
Is Ren going to try to open the door?
Want to try again?
If Valette will try. Valette will do it again.
I mean, I have to be nearby you to help you anyway, don't I?
Well,
I
mean,
mean,
like, if you're reluctant, you're reluctant. That's completely
no.
fine.
I know I'll do it. I'm just like in character. I've gotten like kind of beaten up.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, logically, I have the best. I mean, I have +10 to thieves' tools. I got to do it.
Yeah, mine isn't that good. So if you'll assist him then.
So first things,
Yeah, I'll assist.
First things first.
Oh, go ahead, John.
You need to open the first door, the one that is lightning keyed, but to your knowledge dispelled.
Correct.
For that trap.
Yes.
Right.
So what's the check on that one?
So is it another investigation or is it a thieves' tool check?
This is Steve's tool to open it.
Thieves' tools. You already know it's got a lightning trap on it. Just currently you think it's dispelled.
16.
It does not unlock. It does not appear to be still trapped. The dispel is still holding up.
All right. Could somebody else try? No, it's probably. I don't know if we want to game this system, but.
And Matt, you're muted, I think.
Thank you. I was wondering, John, while they're all doing this, can I take a look at the other set of doors in here? And is that set of doors locked?
Do you move over to it, or are you going to stay on this side of the glyphs?
I was thinking of moving over to it since the glyphs are hopefully down right now.
Yep, as you walk across the glyphs, you do notice that this very trace amount of salt on the ground kind of starts moving along with you, kind of following your feet. Doesn't seem to have any ill effects or anything, but then you make it over to the other door. And it seems to be following you all the way up to the door.
Interesting. Is this door...
It's not locked, it's not trapped, it's not tricky or anything from what you can tell. You open it?
Yeah.
Okay. Valette, you break a pick, by the way. Do you want to give it another go? But you do look over and see him kind of walking across the glyphs around the stairwell and moving to the
Andy breaks a
door.
pick?
Yeah, Andy breaks a pick.
Yeah, no problem.
I mean, if I'm allowed to, I'll try doing it myself at the time.
Yeah, sure. Sam, on the other side, you see a staircase, or I mean, you see a hallway, rather. It's not staircase. There is a small set of steps that does lead down. The hall ends in kind of a little alcove. Set in the alcove is a statue of what appears to be a dead knight. Looking up at it a bit more, the statue doesn't appear to be a statue. It seems to be kind of like an encasement. And looking even harder, you see that inside of the encasement, like inside of this stone kind of thing, there is a person. The person appears to be wearing kind of very tight, form-fitting plate armor, black chain underneath, a holy symbol on his chest, which appears to be an upwards kind of bursting flame with a blue sapphire set in the middle. And it appears that this individual has wings that have been crumpled into the alcove, the stone kind of almost like a coffin, really, or an Iron Maiden, but made out of rocks. So a rock maiden. And there's a door. There's a door to the left. There's a door to the right, just near where that thing is.
Right. While Valette breaks another pick, I'm assuming I just sort of minor illusion, like a hand in front of Valette, just like snapping its finger and pointing towards Sam.
Turns into an arrow and just kind of goes ding, ding, ding. You see Sam kind of standing there with the door open, kind of going, ah.
Yeah, Valette goes over after failing to open the door.
Alright, we'll try this side first.
Okay.
We'll come back to that.
Everybody who walks across the area here, there's really no way to not walk across the glyphs. The second your feet touch the glyphs, you do notice that a bit of salt starts to trace after you and kind of follow you along wherever you walk past that point.
Okay, is there something special about this salt?
Make an Arcana check. Intelligence Arcana.
It's sea salt.
26.
You're very understanding of higher magic, and something you've been thinking about a lot more ever since you saw that glyph detonate. You aren't playing on regular spellcasters' terms. You're playing in what's known as a field. So higher level powerful mages who spend a lot of time working at things can effectively create areas where magic isn't really just magic. Magic is harsh and just destroying. It's very similar in kind to Gilbert's ability to kind of force his channel divinity to be overpowered by the fact that he has a stronghold. However, it appears that this is more internally focused. So what I mean to say is as long as you are in this field, you have disadvantage on all attack rolls that are made for spells, and anyone making a saving throw against your spells has advantage.
Cool. So
other than that,
this is a fuck with mage.
Other than that, your magic is not limited in any other way.
Awesome.
And looking at it more and kind of looking back at it and kind of thinking about it, you're kind of like ceremonial, and you kind of shake your head like your novice mistake when you first looked at it, and you start to realize what each of the glyphs is kind of keyed to do. You're pretty sure that the field that's played out here has portals. There's very powerful portal magic. There's binding magic, necrotic magic that's present here. The main thing that's kind of like making you kind of worry a bit is there appears to be a very strong source of abjuration in the northwestern or northeastern portion of the field.
Great. So this is basically a fuck you circle.
Yeah, or kind of like a magical road map to everything that's present here.
Right.
And you have, effectively by traversing it, you have entered the field.
Right, let's not be standing here in like 40 minutes when this thing goes off.
Closer to 35, but yeah, if you want to head
I'm just estimating.
No, I know. I am actually keeping track. I'm of course, once NPC conversations start, or not NPC, but OOC conversations start happening, I kind of pull off the clock. But anyways, you guys head that way, huh?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of point out the thing, the skeleton bro.
Sure. And who's moving up first?
Valette.
All right. The second you move down the steps, the figure in the thing kind of unfolds, and the wings kind of like break and crack and open out, and the individual kind of looks to you as it kind of holds out its hand. You see a black blade appear in its hands. It looks at you, and the cat meows a bunch and meows a bit more, and then it looks to you and it says, "Left to the twins, right to the 5. Are you a guest of the Magier?"
What would Valette say to that?
Say yes.
All right, so like out of character, my thought process is, I guess Valette would be programmed with information about the conglomerate, but doesn't necessarily know any mages. But I guess Valette would be programmed to be a spy model, so I would try to get along with it and say, yes.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we are here from the Magier, kind of.
Well, Valette doesn't know that.
Well, I thought last episode,
No,
last session we told you like what was going on. Like
Okay.
we told
During
you
the long
who you
rest.
were and,
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. We're good
like,
then.
that you were free. Like you found out that you were free. You don't have to work for the mage gear anymore.
It's
Okay, then the lie I say is, yes, I am here to retrieve something for him.
It's secondhand knowledge, but it is your memories. It's weird. It's weird. He says, perfect. To the left, the twins. To the right, the 5. And it just kind of holds its blade and it kind of turns it inwards and settles it point down onto the ground. Looking at it, it appears like it's made out of a solid form of that same black liquid you saw in the vats back in the east or the west side.
Interesting.
Sam goes over to Gilbert and it's like, I've always wanted twins.
There's 5 players tonight, so let's go to the 5. Valette heads to the 5.
Okay. You move to the door, and sure enough, it's unlocked. Bear with me here.
I'm also going to walk down the stairs.
Yes, we will all
Does
head over there.
he address? Well, hold on. Does he address us individually when we walk down the stairs, or?
He does not. But he is no longer in his alcove. He is standing there, at ready. When you open up this chamber and move in, you see that there is a very old-looking magical circle. Not too unlike the magical circles you've seen so far. This one appears to have a few more points than the warding glyph that blocked you from being able to get out of here. But it looks like it's 9 pointed, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pointed. Brain doesn't work sometimes. That said, you do see that on the north wall, underneath what appear to be chains, a series of 5 sarcophagi. There's a staircase that leads down. The descent's about 5 feet, so the ground is actually sunken down 5 feet from you. Oh, you went to that side. I'm sorry.
Right to the 5, right?
you
Left to the twins.
Yeah, you're looking at it wrong. If you're actually putting yourself in the eye set of the character, left is north.
Oh, okay. His left, his right. Gotcha.
No, not his left, his right. Your left. You're looking down the hallway.
Your left.
Yeah, that's true. Your left would be that.
You're looking
Your left would be
this
here.
way. Left is up, right is
You
down.
said left to the twins, right
No.
to the 5.
No. I said
Oh,
left to
okay.
the 5. Yeah.
My brain mixed that up. So
Okay.
then, yes, I'm going here then.
So fair enough. If you look up there, you can see that the stuff that I explained to you, and then down on the left side there appears to be a door. As you pass through the door, you hear the guard behind you say, "Leave it within the circle in the center, and the Magier will take it up, whatever you bring. Thou shalt not pass the door or the chamber. Do not molest the corpses within."
Can we take the Grail past the crest?
Well, no, obviously not.
Oh, okay.
What is the average wind speed flow?
Oh no, I was actually thinking Indiana Jones.
European or African?
I don't know.
Take the Grail past
I mean,
the.
I'm kind of nervous,
rest
but
of
I'm
the
not.
floor.
I'm not peeing.
So when he says that, Valette would reply, "We have not yet." Wait, real quick. We haven't gotten any kind of clock yet, right?
Nope.
No.
And we haven't really discussed whether we think that the. Anyway, okay. We have not collected the item the Major seeks yet. May we have permission to freely walk through here so that we may obtain it?
I must seek the permission of the Magier. If you will permit me, I will ask him directly.
This is starting to make Sam nervous.
Permission granted. Yeah.
You watch as
This is
his
really starting to make Sam nervous.
eyes turn bright blue, and then his demeanor kind of just changes, his whole candor, and he kind of looks at you and says, "Who are you? What are you doing in my lair?" The voice is different.
If no one speaks up, Valette will then. We are here. Or a task that we have been assigned is to seek the clock for the Mage Ear.
Lich Guard, kill them. And the eyes kind of go back white, and it kind of looks to you, raises the sword. Do not fret. It will be over quickly. And if you resist, the master will be here soon. I'm gonna fight you.
Wait.
Wait.
Don't talk to this creature. She's not himself. She's got lots of stuff going on here. We're here to reforge her soul and fix her. Actually, not to steal your clock. Definitely not that.
I do not know.
No clock.
I do not know what you speak. My master has ordered me to kill you all.
Okay, good luck, dude.
You see the eyes
Oh
kind of...
shoot, John, the twins!
You see the eyes...
I just realized what that could mean.
I mean, maybe. You see the eyes snap back to blue, and it kind of looks at you all again. Leave this place. If you serve the conglomerate, then leave this place. I will allow you one chance to leave this place. Otherwise...
The conglomerate's a bunch of fucking scum, first of all. Second of all, thank you.
Thanks.
You
Now
see,
he's gonna kill us.
you see the eyes kind of narrow. How did you enter this place?
We got lucky. Also through a door.
You have piqued my interest. As he is kind of looking at you, you see the eyes kind of just start burning outwards, and the form of the Lich Guard just kind of disappear, and there standing before you is a humanoid figure in brownish kind of robes that are kind of over top white robes. Set on his belt is a mask, very similar in kind to the mask that was used by Vrazik. The robes underneath his brown robes are also very similar in kind to Vrazik's. But his face is completely just desiccated. It looks like all of the liquids have been fled from him at some time long ago. His eyes glow blue as he appears in front of you, and he kind of looks to you. Kind of raises his hand. Who are you? And Sam, make a wisdom saving throw.
Great, this will be fun, guys. That's a
You
21.
can do it.
You feel,
Nice.
You feel compelled to answer him.
21-12.
No, wait, no, sorry. 21. I'm sorry. I apologize. You are not compelled
Yeah,
to
I'm
answer.
thinking like he has over a 21 saving throw. What is this guy, God?
No, he has a close to that. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Yen Lauren.
You can
Okay.
you can see him kind of shake his head.
He would say that his name, or I would say that my name's Sam.
You can see him kind of shake his head like he's not really regarding you, and he kind of looks over to the others. Interlopers. Renegades. Looking to Sam. Tricksters. What are you doing in my lair? I demand that you relinquish everything that you have and surrender yourselves to the conglomerate now.
Yeah, we're here trying to fix this one. I point to Valette.
And you do not serve the conglomerate. You cursed them. What is stopping me
they're a
from
bunch of-
killing you all right now? You should not be on this property. Report to the conglomerate and turn yourselves in, or die here on my ground. You've entered my field. I already have power over you. Watch. He thrusts his hand to the side like this. Broxgar, make a strength saving throw. You have disadvantage.
Why me, dude? What I did?
No.
You're least likely to
Bunch
die
of
from
smart
this.
people.
You watch
I got a
as
7.
Broxgar is pinned against the wall and then slid up at about 10 feet. The Lich looks at you again. Surrender or die.
I know this only looks like one story to y'all, but it is 2 dwarf stories. It's not looking good.
This 2 dwarf stories, bros.
Wait a minute here.
I
We were
don't
given.
know. I looked to Ren because everyone else does that in these situations.
Yeah.
What could I make of him? Could I use that insightful fighting thing?
Yeah, give
Or
it
does
a
it
go.
have to be in combat? Okay.
I mean, he's a lich who's probably going to kick our asses. That's what I know.
Yeah.
Well,
he's
you
tough.
know.
I got a 27 on my deception check.
Roll high.
Okay, so I have to roll really. Is it possible for me to roll that high?
I mean, meet or beat. Can you meet a 27?
Do you have a +7?
Yeah, that's.
Hold
You
on.
have expertise in whatever this thing is.
So it's what is insight? What is insight? What is insight? Okay, no, I can't. I can't beat it. I can only get a 25.
So you have no
Alright.
idea.
I have no idea.
I'll be like, wait.
I think he's a
minute.
badass.
Wait a minute here.
He's a
The-
badass.
The Magier, Kerglosler, told us to get something for him. Now, if you're telling us it's not here, then we will get the hell out of here. But
What?
we're not surrendering to you because we were given
Wait,
direction to do
he,
that.
he looks to you and he says, "What? The gnome bastard told you to come to this place?"
Yeah, I know. I'm not happy about it either.
Yeah, that would be the bastard. That would
I
be the gnome
saluted
bastard.
and shot him with lightning.
He's the one.
He kind of moves his hand like to the side, and Broxgar kind of like slowly slides back down and regains himself. The Lich kind of looks to you all. You were sent here to do what exactly? Something about a clock? Which you've said
Yeah,
aloud
you
to
told
the
them
Lich
that.
Guard.
Yes, I think it was Valette who told him that, right? Did you tell him about the clock?
Apparently, this Major Kergosler wanted us to retrieve this clock for him.
Right, but if we're in the wrong spot, we can turn right around.
From what these people inform me,
You can hear
we don't necessarily care to work with him.
you can hear the leathery like features of his like mouth kind of like breaking, and you can also hear the sounds of like teeth like scraping against each other, and you can see that he's like gritting his teeth. He dared.
I whisper.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I want to whisper to Andy. I think he's really ugly.
He's gross.
This new upstart Magier dares, tries, and usurp my power.
I know, what a dick, right?
We
Since I
seem to be
didn't-
caught in something we don't understand.
Since I didn't get a reaction out of him, I also whisper to Andy. I also think we can.
I don't think so.
Would you
But
like
I
us
like
to
your
deliver
attitude.
A message from what would your name be? Let me take a note of this.
He shakes his
Mr.
head. He takes both his hands and kind of sweeps them up like this. Everyone make a strength saving throw.
No, not
Disadvantage?
Broxgar again.
No,
No.
everyone.
Just-
everyone.
I know everyone.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
He's
at
gonna
disadvantage. I
Broxgar us.
apologize. Yes.
Yeah, that's a
15.
5 for me. I have an amazing strength.
Oh,
Calm down, Darth Vader.
10.
yeah, he's going all Darth Vader on us. Oh, I
Yeah.
got 14.
Everyone is flipped upside down. Gravity remains the same for you, but you are now upside down, basically being held by your ankles, but your feet are kind of touching against the stone. All of your things start to jingle jangle out of you, and he kind of walks over to the closest of you, Gilbert, and kind of like reaches forward and grabs your weapon, Crane Beak, and starts to pull it away from you.
Can I hold on to it?
You can try.
I'm gonna try for sure.
Make a strength athletics check.
No grabbing my weapon, man. It's not cool.
Not cool.
Yeah, not
Only
a
his
cool
friend
move.
Tony is allowed to do that.
Right. Strength check. Da da da. Fuck. He pulled it right out of my hands. I rolled a 9 for
And he
people
starts
at home.
looking at it. Very similar to something we had in Osiria. An interesting trinket. Looks like each of you have one of your own. Your bound to it, so its magic is wasted. He slams it into your chest again.
Thanks.
And then he kind of just pushes his hand down, and you all kind of fall back onto the stone. And he shakes his head. You will do me a favor.
Sure.
Or
can
you
we
will
do?
die.
Raises his eyes.
Whatever goals you had in mind will no longer persist within my lair. If you see the mark of the Gygaxian key, if you see the golden doors, if you see my runes, and you will know them, if you place yourself within my field in this pyramid, I will know it. And as he says it, his eyes kind of flare, and you can see behind you that the runes on the ground start to glow a different color. Sam, you realize that he's basically changed the trigger, changed what they do. They're no longer traps, they're alarms. And then he says to you, you will take this, and he kind of just manifests black energy, which then shapes into a clock, to the Lord Kurgosler, the Magier, and this upstart bastard. And when you give it to him, I will have my way with him. Leave this place.
So you don't like him either, huh?
Yeah. Sounds cool. We like it.
I don't know who you are, and I don't know how you came across these items of destiny, but killing you would be like shattering a very priceless mirror, and I do not think he understands what he has. So, you will go to this Lord Kurgosler. You will give him this item, which will allow me access to wherever field or place of defense he has. I will usurp it, and I will destroy him. And then hopefully...
We have a question for you. If you
no
were to
question.
he
destroy him...
he
No
kind of
questions.
he kind of looks at you and kind of just shoves his hand, and you watch as
Okay.
Gilbert flies out of the room, hits the stairs on his way out, and kind of goes back into the main chamber. Take
Nice.
8 points of
100
bludgeoning
points of
damage
damage.
as you're kind of
Oh,
skittered across
Lord.
the steps.
Can it be cold damage?
No. I mean, it was cold as ice as he shrugged you away. And he says,
Yeah, it was very cold.
he kind of looks to Sam, who's holding the clock, and he says, any other questions?
Yeah, can we walk out of here as opposed to getting flung?
Yeah, I'm over here now.
You smartass.
You see him kind of like laugh, and like this kind of dust kind of like spawns out of his mouth. Of course.
Awesome.
You guys walk out the same way that you came, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
Ren is laughing nervously as he's walking out. Oh god.
Okay, I'm just going to move the player icon back to the map that we were just in. But as you pass through, the magic seems to kind of dissipate. And then you see it kind of turn blue instead of green as you exit out of it. Similar, or not blue, sorry, purple, like the alarm keying for the runes inside. So you would know that if you pass through these runes, he'll know that you're present.
Right. Can I cast Dispel Magic? No, I'm kidding.
You could, and it would cause the glyphs to down for a while, but again, you'd have to be able to do it in several different key
Yeah, no,
points.
I'm not going to
Perfectly fine.
waste of a third level spell slot.
We have to get past that stupid sentry again.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yep.
appear to be hard now that you understand the route, so it should be easy to get through, no problem. If you want to continue exploring this chamber, that's perfectly fine. But
Can we break the wall for just a second?
can we what?
Break the fourth wall for just a second? Was
Yeah.
that magnet?
No.
Okay.
Stop asking so many questions, Gilbert.
Hey, I've learned my lesson. That's all I'm going to say. Hey, so I'm wondering if this clock that the Major wanted us to get was that guy's like phylactery or something. You know, like Major wanted to get rid of this dude.
As you're trying to puzzle that, Ren's kind of like dragging you along so that you can get up to this high position, because he knows that based on time, the squisher will be there any second. You guys manage to
Right.
bypass it and get back up to a nice safe spot up here, away from squisher activity. And once you do, you posit that question.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
I think I can always cast Identifier on it on a later date, and let's finish looking around this place.
No. The one he gave us is not his phylactery. The one we were supposed to find would have been his phylactery. So now that's what I think he meant. Like, that's what I think he did. He gave him, like, a false thing that is going to screw him over now.
Doesn't that
Yeah,
serve your purposes?
Sure. This serves our purposes. We don't want that. We don't like that Kurgosler guy. He's not like the original Kurgosler, you know, the one everybody loves and likes. Right? Am I right?
Yeah, because
Am I right,
everyone loves.
Sam siding with the Lich is so much better.
Yeah.
Not just a Lich, a conglomerate mage ear Lich.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's kind
to
of
be
a badass.
fair, work with them until you have to backstab them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Work with them until you can have the ability.
So is the goal to just get out of Squisher Town, or are you going to try and investigate the stuff below?
Do you want to
Do you
take a
wanna-
look at the stuff below? I'm
Yeah,
kinda
there's,
intrigued by
like,
what might be down
chests.
there.
And there might be some cool magic stuff that you don't have to peel off of a body.
We should
That's a
definitely
bonus.
do some
I
investigating.
mean,
Yeah, I think we should look.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think we have to take the magic items off of a dead body. That's fine.
Yes, we do.
No, you already did. You already took them. It's too late. You can't go back and retcon that.
I'm
No,
not
saying
gonna.
I don't care if we take them off. I said I'm fine with that.
Oh,
But you already
that's
got stuff.
fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys already got stuff.
I'm 150 gold richer now. Crown.
That's true.
So we're going to the south.
Yep, we're gonna go to the south.
Sure.
Okay. Since you guys have kind of factored out how quick and how active they move, I will let you know that there are 2 treasure chests on the south side here. Okay? And you cannot enter or egress the chamber to the east without fighting. Just letting you know. You are aware that that is the case. But there are 2 treasure chests here that you're pretty sure you can get into. However, with each pop, you will need to make you'll very quickly learn that you'll need to make a thieves' tools check to try and unlock the device, unlock the treasure chests. This is how it's going to play out, and I'm going to ask you if you want to risk it or not. On each pull, you'll make a single thieves' tools check. If you fail by more than 4 on the check, it's going to take you longer than it'll take the squisher to return to you and basically bar you from getting out of those chambers. If you fail by 10 or more, no, just the 4 or more, or more than 4, so 5 or more. So if the DC, let's say it was like 15 and you rolled a 10, squisher time. Make sense? Is it something you want to risk?
Not
Yes,
really.
it is something Ren wants to risk for the whole
It is?
all of us.
Really? You'd be willing to go along with that?
Sure, it's like we're talking like possible
John,
magic items. So.
For those thieves' tools checks, if like let's say
No
Ren
help.
goes and Flick goes, it's one person, no help allowed.
Correct.
Cool.
So you're okay with me failing and everyone facing the consequences?
We'll have to fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Joe?
Yeah.
Kevin?
Yes, yellow.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I guess we're doing this.
You if you
All
need
right.
to, too.
Well, no, it's not just me. It's going to be everybody's going to face a squisher.
Yeah, we'll fight him. But I mean, if you particularly get beat up, I can heal you.
I don't intend to.
Good.
Wait, aren't
plan.
you, like,
That's my
out of-
plan.
Wait, Andy, I changed my answer. I don't like fighting.
I don't like fighting things either.
I'm bad at sarcasm. I want to kick.
Wait, you can't change your answer.
That's all right.
That's all right.
Here we go.
All right, so just make the check.
All right.
Okay, 27.
You watch Ren rush
Maybe
it.
if you
Do
make-
you want to take the one? Okay, so from my perspective, Matt perspective, the left or the west or the east treasure chest? Which one do you want to do first?
Someone call it.
One is
Ask him which one has the best magic item.
one is
The
I'm
one-
saying
The one that's not normal shape.
the octagonal one. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Everybody knows they have the best magic items in octagonal-shaped boxes.
The keyhole.
One that has. Sorry.
It's okay. The keyhole is on top. When you move to it and start unlocking it, it clicks, and it doesn't open regularly. It causes each of the panels of the top of it to slide open, revealing only like one panel that actually has all 8 of the panels set underneath it. Inside, you can see that you can lift this last panel now, like a lid, and inside you can see that there is just a small disc kind of sitting on a kind of cloth pillow. The disc has 4 points kind of off of it, and each one is set with a gemstone. And I will get you a picture for that in just a bit, not right now. You head back to the rest of them, right?
Sure.
All right. And then you're going to try for the next one, or happy with what you got?
John, you said that the east room though of these two, if we go in there, we're gonna fight no matter what, right?
No, these two.
Oh, okay.
These 2 chambers you're fine. I'm saying that
It's the other one over there.
there are more chambers over that way. Yeah, that you can't get
Okay.
to without having to fight.
Gotcha. Yeah, I
Might
see
not-
we could just
Might not roll so well.
It's okay.
We can
You
kill
have a
it, probably.
disposable robot.
Maybe. We'll
All right, here we go. How about that?
Who has
Does
inspiration?
somebody have inspiration?
Nope. We're fighting now.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Nobody?
Can
Okay.
we roll initiative?
So, Ren, you would be here. And everyone, you're pretty much about up on that ledge. You wouldn't have gone too much further down
Screwed.
because
I wouldn't.
it's side path. All right.
I wouldn't.
Oh.
Valette, what are you doing there? Get
Oh,
out of there.
Okay.
Wait, where are we?
Up on the ledge.
We're on-
somewhere.
To the
We're
north.
up here, and Ren went by. And...
Yeah, darted
Yeah.
down
Okay.
in the time frame in
Okay.
between. And then
Oh, go ahead.
this one would have basically just like it did to you. Like the time that he's kind of focusing on it, he's not paying attention to over his shoulder, real bad, just with that roll. And it basically jumps straight at him to engage. So you think
John-
that he's able to move past it, and it's kind of like, do I act, do I act? And then it already is jumping on him. So
Right.
I'm
So,
going to go ahead and hit
quick
him a
question
couple
about
times. Go ahead.
Would it have been possible for Valette to be ready to? Because I was
Hi,
thinking like we were
guys.
together, and I would like go to take the. Like if I see that he's taking too long and that thing's coming, could I get in its line of sight to be the one that it aggroes on, basically?
Make a make a wisdom perception check.
All right. 8.
So you're watching it, but it actually keys up and starts gunning for him a
Okay.
lot sooner than you were anticipating.
Okay.
Yeah. It blasts
I
him.
tried, Andy. I tried.
21 for the first attack, and 19 for the second.
Oh yeah, I'm all the way down.
No, not damage. That's to hit.
That's to hit.
Oh, they both hit.
Yeah, 14 damage with the first one. Do you want to use any kind of reactions or anything?
Sure. I would like to use a reaction.
So 7.
Okay.
And 16 points of damage for the second one.
I'm still up a little bit.
All right.
Nice.
Initiative up.
Help.
Joe,
Need somebody.
if you can, move yourself to whatever position you be in. And bear with me here.
Look
Don't
at
roll
that.
initiative yet. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh. Shoot.
I'm about to
I
die.
already did.
You can re-roll it and change it to what you initially rolled. It's fine.
Awesome. Because that's my second crit for the night. Both times for initiative.
Well, it's
I
something.
feel special.
Yeah. Hey, we rolled in almost in order, but Ren and Valette are switched.
No, Valette has a 22 and Valette run
Oh,
first.
that's right.
We are still currently in order. We're waiting on Brox.
Brock, screw everything up. We can only do it once.
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh,
Sam,
What?
We need to do the lady's favorite thing to get hit points. Yeah.
Bullet, you're first.
Awesome. Yes, I can do it. All right. Valette will run, jump down, and run at this thing, and two-handed, wacky. Let me just change my damage modifiers real quick, so it's a D10 instead of a D8. That is 10. Well, smart. I would have had this already set up for a two-handed setup, but I normally never do. All right. Judgment 1 is a 10. Judgment 2 is a 24.
Hit.
All right. That's 15 damage, and then
The slashing attack seems to be super effective. You cut through it and pierce the external attire. As you do so, you watch as like it kind of like unflaps and unfolds, and the liquid inside starts to kind of roil out, and a tendril kind of snaps out, grabs a hold of the stone near it, and starts dragging the internal portion of it, this nasty-looking ooze, out onto the ground in its position. And then you were saying something about going again?
So now there's this black tentacly thingy. I can't remember. Do any of us still have hit dice?
I have one because we went up a level.
Same.
Ren?
Yep.
Oh, I have one too. Then I have an additional one as well. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to action surge, and I am going to use a charge to do my singular special attack with judgment that lets Ren spend a hit die.
Is that showing on your screen?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks crazy.
That's cool.
It's not showing on mine.
Does the 23 hit?
Hold on. Let's see why it doesn't.
The Squisher Unmasked.
What was the attack? Oh, higher than a 7? Yeah, it is.
Okay, and this is the special Esperage thingy, which I think it does like 3 times damage.
Sure.
That's nice.
Is your weapon silvered?
I don't believe so. I think it's just magical.
Okay. It takes no damage.
Alright, so it doesn't take any damage, guys. It's immune to non-silvered weapons. But Andy, yeah, you get to spend a singular hit die.
So I get that back?
You get to spend a hit dice
Oh,
and roll for health with that singular hit dice.
Lovely.
You have a 20 hit dice, right? D20.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Still rolls a 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, look at that. He rolled an 8. That's pretty sweet.
Hold on a second.
Nice.
You did technically hit it. So it kind of, like, when you hit it... Oh, it's not a non-magical weapon. Never mind. Okay, cool.
Well, I thought the Esperages were magical.
They are.
It is not a non-magical weapon.
Oh, okay.
Double negative.
Oh, okay. So something else would have happened if it was not magical.
Yeah, that's right.
We don't know what.
It would have melted.
Probably is what I'm guessing based on my shield.
Sam.
Really
I apologize real quick. Andy, what is your armor type? What are you wearing?
I am wearing studded leather.
Plus, it's a 12 bonus to AC, right?
Yep.
Okay, your leather armor is ruined.
Oh,
No.
these guys suck.
Yeah, apologies there.
It's alright.
That being said,
So what does that make my AC now?
2 less.
-2.
2 less.
All right, Sam.
Yeah, that being said, I really wish that I had spell slots or more than 3.
Mm-hmm.
That being said,
First attack hits, second attack misses because of roll of 1, third attack hits. Real quick.
7 across the board. That's
Okay, fire seems to work. Yeah. Hit. So 14. All right. Yeah, it's pretty effective. Fire seems to be a pretty solid go on that one.
burn it with fire.
Yeah, it kind of like spurts a bit. You can see like the blackish kind of liquid kind of hit the ground. It kind of reels and turns and looks at you, and you can see this kind of purplish colored eye kind of set inside of the goo. It itself, the eye, doesn't look like a solid eye or like a human eye or like a mammal eye. It looks more like it looks like it's more gelatin, like a cuttlefish's eye or something.
Oh wait, so it's looking at Sam right now.
It kind of turned and looked at you, yeah. But
Yeah, Sam flips it off.
it doesn't seem to be. You know when you can tell someone's like looking at you, but they're not like looking directly at you, or like if you've ever interacted with someone who's blind, like they turn and they face your attention, but they're not looking at you. Can kind of tell, you know.
Yeah.
It seems to be a kind of similar gaze. It doesn't seem to be like looking at you with that eye. It just seems to be kind of directing its attention to you and in your general direction. Just like the
Right,
squishers with the suit. It doesn't seem to be seeing anything.
Right, Sam doesn't care. He still flips it off.
Okay.
Still, just gives it the bird.
Message not received. Broxgar, I would assume you'd actually be starting next to Sam, not where you're currently located. Because that'd be a hustle up those stairs. Can you move your token or no? Joe?
Yeah, on my screen, I'm next to Sam and Gilbert.
Oh, okay, that's weird.
Is that where do you? I'm gonna shoot the thing though.
Okay.
That's definitely the plan.
Take the shot.
Bad. I did bad.
Roll a 20-sided dice for me real quick. Okay, just a really hard miss. And then the second shot.
19.
That'll work.
I did it.
Yeah, seems to take some damage. It kind of sticks in it, and then it very quickly encompasses the bolt, and it disappears.
I'll move it a little, and that's.
All right. Ren.
So it seems like fire really hurt it, yeah?
Sorry, no, I apologize. Not Ren. Me. It didn't get on the board. That's weird. It's on a 9. It kind of upon taking the bolt in, its form kind of coils inwards, and it kind of holds itself inwards, and seems to be kind of shrinking down a bit, and then it explodes outwards with a bunch of tentacles, slamming outwards, slamming into the wall and causing it to crack, slamming into the treasure chest and kind of offsetting it a bit, slamming into Ren, slamming into Ballet.
I've seen enough anime to know what happens next.
I got a 19, and that'll target both of your ACs. Does it hit both of you?
It does. I would use.
Now that I don't have a shield, it does.
Uncanny dodge.
Okay. So the damage that will be dealt here is going to be 24 points of damage.
Nice.
Just enough to put me down.
This thing's tough.
Oh, that's including your uncanny dodge?
Yep, I take 12 and I'm at 11.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Should have saved my aspirage charge. Oh well.
So then it'll go to Ren, death saving throw.
Hey, he made it.
Okay.
Yay!
Lord Gilbert.
All right, I'm going to move up and try to see if this thing likes frost. I'm gonna try to shoot a ray of frost at it. Yes, 26 to hit. I'm pretty sure.
Don't worry, damage.
13.
Yeah, don't worry.
But does it slow?
It hits, and it kind of encrusts it. It doesn't seem to harm it. It's still kind of roiling inside. You can see the ice kind of like forming inside of it. You think it might reduce its speed, but it doesn't seem to be very mobile anyways, so...
Yeah, true. All right. I wish I could
But
go back in time and attack with something different, but
All
I can't.
right.
Well,
Uh,
wait, you still have. Does he still have a bonus action?
he
I
does.
do have a bonus action. That's true. I
And
could.
that was a cantrip, right?
Yes. I
And
guess
he's within 60 feet.
No, it's. I believe healing word is 30 feet.
6
so-
feet.
No, it's 60 feet.
Is it? All right.
It is 60 feet. Trust me, I know
Oh,
enough.
healing
Thanks so much, Matt.
Kevin, how are you on spell
Backseat
slow, though?
clericing.
Aren't you running low?
I have 4 first levels, 1 second,
He drank all of the
Oh, no.
recharge juice.
0
Yeah, he
second.
got all the recharge juice, which is why I have no spell slots left. As a bonus.
Oh,
Right.
right. We did that because of healing. Gotcha.
I'll
Right.
do healing word on level 1 just to get him up, hopefully. Yeah, you're right. That's say 60 feet right there. That's a good roll. Say 8 hit points.
Okay.
So
Okay,
there you go. That's a first level spell right
excellent.
there. Mark that off.
Alright.
Cool.
Bullet.
Does this thing look like it is grappleable? It's a really dumb idea what I'm having, but
It looks like it's a physical thing. Sure, it looks like it could be grabbed, but I mean, I think you should be able to understand what you're trying to grab a hold of.
yes.
Acid.
Yes. All right. Villette will take the dodge action and Master Keen Eyes get away
Yes.
quickly. And Villette's just there, waiting to get hit, to be an object of its thing, and will second wind to get a few extra hit points, so I hopefully don't die and can disengage on my following turn. +7. I did not know how to roll a command. R10 +7. There we go, 10 health.
Okay. Brock's Yar.
Shoot. 29.
Yep.
14.
Yep.
Okay. 15 damage.
Nice.
Oh, that's better. Okay. Alright, when you hit it with that 15,
Sorry, someone's at the door.
it's okay. Go ahead and deal with that. And then when you hit it with that 15, though, for everyone else, Ren specifically, you watch as it hits and causes it to split in half, causing two identical sized these creatures to basically be standing next to each
Whoa.
other and now blocking the door
Split.
from you exiting it.
Oh, I saw this sci-fi movie where you killed this thing and it would like split the two things. And if like
It
you
might
blew it
also
up with a
be-
hand grenade, you'd have a whole shitload of.
It might just be damage type. Also,
Yeah.
I'm wondering.
Could be.
Or a certain amount of damage in a round.
Oh no, that was piercing, you're right. Apologies. It does not split in two. I lied.
Aha, it was damage type.
Aha!
Thank you.
You showed your hand now.
I know the monster manual too well.
Oh, it's not one of those. It is like that, but it is not that.
Oh yeah, no, well, it's more just that it's the ability type that you're using with it.
Correct.
Kind of. I figured it's not like anything gelatinous like that. I just
No.
figured it was similar.
It's very similar to a pudding or ochre jelly. Yeah, it is very similar to those.
Cool.
And that's cool, Ren.
Yep. I would love to disengage. So I
Okay.
could do that as a bonus action.
Correct.
And as my action, I want to use the Esper Edge thing with.
Keep in mind that's an escalation. You just jumped up 10 feet out of nowhere. So,
Oh, bummer.
again, I don't
Hold on.
understand why you can't.
Did I miss?
Nothing, no.
Did I miss some sort of reaction?
No, I thought it was.
Could I
but
go
it wasn't.
here? Could I go here?
So no, it's 10 feet. Do you see the black line that's in between you and Broxgar?
Yes.
That's an upwards ledge, and he's standing on the
Okay.
ledge. You're standing at the bottom of it.
Okay. Then.
Also, didn't it take half your initial movement to stand up from prone?
Correct.
Okay. So I was here. Wait. I started here. Ah. So laggy.
5,
Okay.
10,
So half my
15.
movement.
Standing up and moving would get you right behind Valette. Either in one of the.
I have 35 total.
Right. It'd get you like right behind Valette. Because halving it
And
would put you
if
down
I-
to 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. So somewhere around.
And then if I use. I could dash though because I use my bonus action to. Cunning action, right? Because it could.
You disengaged.
Right.
You stood up.
So.
You move 20. If you dash as well, that'll be all your action itinerary, but you could climb up to get to Broxgar.
That's what I want to do.
Okay. Gilbert.
All right, I'm gonna try something different here. No more frost ray. I'm gonna try flash dance.
Okay.
Flash, he saved every one of us. All right, I'm gonna shoot a flash lance at him. It's a cantrip. Try to hopefully it'll do some radiant damage if it hits. 16. Does that hit?
Damage.
Damage is 10. Radiant damage.
Okay.
Does it seem to?
I actually
damage
forgot.
him this time?
Yeah, I actually forgot its initiative. It was supposed to go before Ren went.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
But
That's
I
right. Last time it did.
I already let it slide, so I'm just gonna go with
Yeah.
this other thing that I'm gonna do then.
Works.
You guys watch as it climbs up the side wall, and then kind of moves in through the door frame so that it's directly over top Valette. Once there, it's going to
No.
snap its pseudopods down onto Valette. It's not attacking you; it is grappling you. Make
Mhm.
a contested athletics or acrobatics check, your choice.
Definitely going with F.
Sure.
Wait, why is... On my sheet it says my athletics is +8, but my strength saving throw is +9. So I'll just roll it and double check the numbers. So it should be +9,
Well, I got a 20.
because it would be... No, why is
I-
my strength saving throw +9?
Because
Anyway, I got a
you have
25.
a cloak of protection.
Do?
Believe so.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you do.
Check your other
When did I get
saves.
that?
Are they all +1 more than the other ones?
Yeah, but I don't know how I got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gave
Uh,
that
it's
to you.
Oh, guys.
Well,
I
anyways,
do.
regardless.
Guys are the best.
25 doesn't beat
It
my
doesn't matter now.
27.
You're dead.
So this is what you guys watch happen. It kind of gets above him, snaps its pseudopod, or it gets above her rather, snaps its pseudopods down behind his defense or her defenses. Keep doing it. Grabs a hold of limb and whatnot, and then drops the majority of its weight behind him, and like a fulcrum spins and flips and throws him. Go ahead and move yourself back 15 feet.
1, 2, 3.
She slams into the wall and kind of crumples prone in that space and takes 33 points of damage.
Oh. That's
The
gotta-
majority of that being from acid. Once it's tossed you, it serpents back into the room and kind of like ferrets away behind the wall. All right, Bullet.
So, two things. One, apparently I had a 20 AC, because that's... Remember when I didn't know where that extra +1 AC was coming from? Well, it was coming from the Cloak of Protection. I
Okay.
didn't realize I had.
Keep it
But-
in mind.
I mean, it's too late now. I got hit by the thing that I wouldn't have gotten hit by.
Yeah.
But, two, I need to make a death saving throw.
Okay.
Cool. Hey, that's
Two failures.
Guys.
2 losses.
Ones don't affect me, okay? It's just
yeah,
one.
no, he has judgment.
That's
So
good.
it's a,
I also have training in survival, so doubly so.
Yeah.
Wait.
No, it's just a
No, you
training.
don't have survival.
No.
Wait,
I don't
that's
have
trained
survival.
survival.
So it's
I
just,
didn't
it's
think
just
that
from
did that.
judgment. You gotta do a
Judgment.
check at survival.
No.
Has
Judgment just gives you 4 death saving throws. There shouldn't be any inhibitor for critical death save throws.
No, yeah, it does. It says unless you've changed it.
No, I haven't. What does it say?
It if you roll a 1 on a death saving throw instead of the normal 2 failures.
Oh, okay. Cool. I forgot I added that on there. Interesting.
But yeah, Kevin, check survival advanced ability checks.
That's
Okay, I'll check that.
fine. She's still dying. Sam.
I mean, can I see it at all?
No.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's in there. Survival.
If
Die
I
hard.
move here, can I see it at all?
You literally have to get in the door frame.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
If you use the Esper Edge, we could do the health thing. If I know, I could certainly use it.
I'm going to hold my action for Firebolt to get the door.
Okay. Broxcar.
Yeah, I'm
You were
gonna
the one that had to touch me to do that, Andy.
shoot.
No, I think it's the other way around.
Is it on top of a left?
No.
No, it is inside of the door to the south there, and to your knowledge, it dipped away to the side, and it's up, like on the ceiling, or wall rather.
No, you're right. Absolutely right.
The other thing,
Shoot it.
well, you can't see it unless you go into the door frame, but
Oh bullshit! I see it right there.
no. So real quick, the map is fine. The doorway is about 10 feet high. It is up behind the door, like
Oh, is it?
yeah, because 3-dimensionality
It's
isn't a
really
thing.
convenient.
I mean, it's what I explained happened. So
No, I know you're fine.
if,
So
you want
I'll go 20 feet here, and I'll stick my head in, and I'll shoot my gun at it, and then I'll go.
if you want a freebie, what you'll note is I specifically explained that it took an action, so it wasn't readying an action or anything. So you pop your head in, and it doesn't do anything because it's not triggered to do it, and you shoot it with your gun. You said.
Well, I have 2 crossbow bolts left, so we might as well use that for
Okay, take the shot. Hit.
15. Have it.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna spend 2 points of grit to use 2 ranks of violent shot.
Okay, and that says
Yeah.
+2 to the fire. If the attack hits, you can roll an additional. So you're pulling out the pistol and firing with it then?
Oh yeah, it is a firearm attack. Yeah, because I also have quick draw at level 7, and I can just do that all willy nilly.
Okay, I'm a fan. Take the shot.
Nice.
Hit.
That's not the total damage. I need to roll 2 more d2.
Oh, it's fine.
$22.
Nice.
So you guys watch as Broxcar rushes in, like with the rifle, drops down, hits the stone, kind of, and then gets into the door frame, kind of looks in, then leans in and shoots the crossbow. He kind of throws the crossbow to the side with one hand, and you see him reach in with his left, pull out the gun, and shoot around the corner, and you just hear this loud, and then he kind of backs out. But Broxcar, as you're moving away, what you see is that bullet shot hit it dead in that eye, and it caused the whole thing to just explode in a mass of just. The room's covered with black ichor, but the creature doesn't appear to be corporeal, like alive, like a solid piece. It doesn't seem to be a solid piece.
Badass.
Nice.
It's a lot of fucking damage in a turn.
You just
Man.
Pulp Fictioned it in the back seat of a car.
It was sitting on a toilet in somebody else's apartment, and he picked up his machine. He picked up the creature's machine gun and killed it.
Right.
All right. That said, the treasure chest is now absolutely available, but you do notice that a lot of the goo got on it and seems to be kind of melting through the chest.
Oh, we got to get that shit out of there when it melts through. All right, I'm gonna have to heal Valette. I'll cast Cure Wounds on her.
Okay.
Boom, boom, Cure Wounds.
Yeah, you would have
Hopefully
gone
it
before she
rolls
would have gone,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's 6 hit points.
Okay.
Plus, I get bluey points. Sweet.
Yep. If you do a quick inspection, Broxcar, on the treasure chest, You'll note that there was enough of it that burned through that seems to have caused whatever was inside to become ruined. You kind of
Shit.
like, pull out just some kind of chisel or tool or something, kind of bat away at it for a second, kind of look inside. It looks like the contents were a really nice looking set of leather armor.
Oh, and I just needed
Wait.
that.
Was it magical? Maybe it won't get maybe it's not damaged if it's magical.
Looks like it's pretty well fucked.
Damn. Looks can be deceiving.
Correct.
Not in this situation.
Yeah. Maybe not in this situation, but. Oh man! All right, so that wasn't worth it, but oh well.
Was not worth it.
It was not worth it, but we got something from the first one, so.
I mean, to be fair, we did learn more about those creatures.
That's
Yeah,
true. It was a learning experience.
When you cut them open, they turn into freaking goo monsters. Anyway, that said, there is the chamber in the eastern corner eastern corner here. If you want to try and inspect that to see if there's anything beyond. We
I
don't.
think that's another monster in it, though.
Yeah, we don't have Zach, so I'm of course of the mind. I mean, we've been playing for a couple hours, almost 3. I am of the mind to say if you want to take a second to stop here, we can, and we can go ahead and pick up next week. I'm okay with that too.
Fine.
Is that fair?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Zach, if you pick up watching this, we missed you. I
Yeah.
totally realized the fact that you weren't actually engaging in that combat. So I'll come up with something to explain why you've been distracted and why the others haven't noticed. Should be
He
interesting.
was staring at a clock.
Well, I mean, I
The
kind of,
whole time.
didn't address it, but I'm like, Young Lauren would have said something to that lich.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
Under
was
normal
trying to make up
circumstances.
a little bit for
And,
that.
and he's brightly colored and he'd be hard to miss, but I have a perfect reason as to why he was in the back and paying attention to himself. And I'll discuss that with Zach on the side.
Cool.
Alright, I'm going ahead and kill the stream. Thanks for watching.